Hello, everybody. It is March 25th. And I wasn't even sure if I was going to make it on tonight, but I'm here. I have a slight headache, though. Oh, crap. Oh, crap. Keep going. We're letting go. Keep going. That you're live. Oh, I dropped my cord on my table. Hello, Coco 17. While you guys are coming in, I'm just gonna start pulling some cards. Still get myself lined up here. I'm trying to get comfortable. Hello, Bella. Coco, this first one is for you. And, oh, did I scramble my deck? I did it backwards. What the heck did I do? I wasn't looking and I did it backwards. All right. Coco, you need to choose. You are in control of your own destiny. So make some choices. It's all up to you what you decide you want to do from here. Nobody else can control your situations besides you, okay? Miss Bella. And I'll get your deck out tomorrow or the next day. Bella bought my own personal deck that I made. My angel card deck, upside down. Angel talk deck. All right, Bella. Hello, guys. Welcome in. Let me get Miranda up here. Miranda, accept. All right, Bella, you need to listen. Your loved ones are trying to communicate with you from the other side. You just need to open your mind up and let them in, okay? Hello, Mel. Hello, Miranda, darling.
Hi, Michelle.
How are you, love?
Okay.
All right, Mel, this one is for you. Hello, Millie. Just wait until everybody shows up here. Start tapping that screen while we're waiting. Justice. Justice for you, love. Justice will be served. Sometimes it's not exactly how we want it, but this card generally comes up when there is something going on that is you need to make sure that things are going to go all right for you. It doesn't necessarily mean legal issues, but it can mean legal issues or just something that has to be resolved, okay? Millie. La, 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 la. I don't know what the heck that is. I don't know what that is. What the heck's going on here? The thing on the bottom, I don't want it there. I don't care about the goal thing. Why is that on there? Okay.
I think it does that when you set a goal, it puts it on the screen for a minute.
Okay, well, it can go away now. It just said, do you want? So when I said, sure, I don't even know what the heck it was. Oh, good. It went away. Thank you. I was like, I can't see the screen. All right. Did I already read from one for Millie? I think so. Hello, Elizabeth Kelly. Hi, guys. While you guys are just jumping, I'm just giving out some free cards until I'm ready. I'm going to give it a few minutes. I'm going to wait till probably it hits about, maybe 2,000 likes on there, and then we'll open it up. Hello, Spiritual James. All right. Play. Your soul wants to play. Reach for your inner child. This card generally comes up when it means that you're not spending time. Our soul doesn't come here for the mere purpose of learning and experiencing, which it does pick those reasons, but it also came here because it wants to play. And sometimes I say the simplest thing is to stop at the park and just go swing on the swings. The soul wants to be able to enjoy life too, not just keep working. Look, I was reaching a member in your team. Thanks, Angela. How do you say that? Angelia? I'm screwing it up, and you have to forgive me.
I think it's Angelia.
Angelia. Okay, now I can see a little bit bigger. All right, Angelia, card for you. The child inside. There's a little child inside of you that's broken and separated. Good time for some shadow work. Bring that child back to a whole person. Shadow work is all about when a piece of us, something happens in our life, starting from the time we're a child. whether it's the first time somebody tells you to shut up or not to do something, and we start to separate the first trauma, the first sadness, and our soul child starts to separate from us. And the problem is that when that piece breaks off, it doesn't age any. So it's still at that same age. So as we get older and we've left that child behind, because it's easier to leave it behind than to deal with the pain or the trauma. So as we move on, all of a sudden we still have these triggers or these things that bother us because we never dealt with what we had to deal with from that child. And that child never ages. So it just is like an annoying brat. So going back, or I shouldn't say that, it's like a trouble brat. So what we do is we have to do soul work and go back and we find the pieces of the child and we bring them together. But next, spiritual James. Intuition. You need to trust your intuition. You have a strong spiritual connection. Spot on. Lovely, darling. Lovely. I appreciate you. You're welcome. I hear Miranda's fingers tapping away. Tapping,
No,
guys.
it's the ghost tapping.
Oh, I love it. Just a knocking on the door. What's going to happen here if you've never been here before? I'm just checking to see if not everybody. What happens here once we get those numbers up there? It's her dolls. Yeah, no shit. If you don't know me, I have hundreds of dolls at this house. What's going to happen is then I will, if you have never been read before, you see that little box right down there with the little pink and blue guy, you're going to request to come live with me. You can come live with me. I will pull up random people and I will do a free mediumship reading with you. It's about 10 minutes or so. I do readings full time, all the time. You can just message me and I can connect with you. A full reading is between 30 and 45 minutes and I charge $60. All right. When I do enjoy the tree. When I do, our lives do get uploaded onto my YouTube channel. Yes, you can. Joy, this one is for you. Love. Love is right around you. Your love partner is around you. But I feel like something's been with your heart has been off a little bit, and maybe you need to love yourself a little bit more so that love can come in. All right. And Ariana. And if any of you guys are in the room right now and I know you from, like I know you personally, tell me where I know you from. If you are new in the room, tell me if you're new. And in the meantime, keep tapping that screen. Miranda's like, I'm sick of tapping. You can subscribe to my page. Subscribe to my page. I think it's $5.95, and that gives you a 4-card reading that I upload on my page. Ariana, get ready to fly. You are unstoppable at this moment. This is your time. So take that opportunity and get ready to soar. It's a good time for you. Elizabeth Kelly. Well, I welcome you to my page. We usually come together on Tuesday nights, 8 p.m. Central Time. Generally go to about 11. It all depends. It's been a rough. I got a nephew in the hospital, my brother in the hospital. My brother-in-law was in the hospital yesterday having surgery. So it's been a rough couple of days. So I'm a bit tired. Whose name did I just say?
Elizabeth Kelly, right?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. What did I pull up? Forgiveness card. This card comes up when there is generally somebody or yourself that you need to forgive. Holding on to this, not forgiving, it doesn't, if somebody else has hurt you and you have not forgiven them, you're not forgiving them for them. You're forgiving them for yourself. Unfortunately, when we hold on to something and we don't forgive, all we're doing is hurting ourselves. And sometimes we don't forgive ourselves because of something that we think we've done wrong. Understand we are all here. This is our first rodeo in this life. So we're here to make our mistakes. So we need to forgive and move forward. Okay. Uh-oh. I hit a button I didn't mean to hit. Lisa, are you joining, Lisa? Hello, Miss Lisa.
Hello, my love.
How are you?
Good. I just joined and it hit 12:12 here. How funny.
Perfect timing.
How are you?
I am good.
Hi, Lisa.
Hello, sweetheart.
Deco. This one is for you. Just pulling a couple cards to tell anybody so we get some people in the box down below. Again, if this is your first time, you're going to go to the box down below. Go in there and then just do a random pull, and we'll do some readings. Deco, the question you keep asking, the answer is yes, but you keep asking the same question over and over again. Your spirit guides want you to know that they can hear you asking, and when they keep telling you yes, you keep arguing with them. I don't mean arguing like seriously arguing, but you've like that kind of, let's use this for an example. Should I quit my job? Yes, you should quit your job. Oh, I really can't quit my job. I need the money right now. And then a couple days later, should I quit my job? Yes, quit your job. You hear that little voice in your head, yes, quit your job. And you're like, no, I can't quit my job right now. I need the stability. And then you keep asking the same question. So your spirit guides are like, we keep answering yes to the question you keep asking. You just need to listen. So I hope that helps. So Lisa, what's been going on with you?
I'm here. I was just setting up everything. I'm great. Just I had a massive festival.
Great.
Mind, Body, Spirit. It's one of the biggest festivals, spiritual festivals in New South Wales, and it was fantastic.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and I'm still on a high pretty much
Yeah.
from it. Now I've just been settling back. I've got another one, another expo this weekend coming up. Everything's just kind of rolling. It seems to be like a peak spiritual season
I
now.
agree.
So a lot of expos. Then we've got the Easter show coming up, which is a massive thing in Australia, and I'm doing that as well. So it's it's a massive peak spiritual season for me. A lot of readings, and I find that we've had a universal shift. So the chaos and everything that was holding everyone back, the energy's kind of dissipating, and everyone's like going, what have I got to do? Yes, no, there's like, I'm taking action now, all of a sudden it's not like stagnant chaos, but it's like, oh no, I need to actually take action. So everyone's like scurrying around going, oh no, I actually have to start doing things. So everyone's like, I need to book, I need to see you. So that's kind of the energy that's been around me this past week.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
You are absolutely correct. There is so much, literally so much spiritual stuff going on, and it's bizarre because, like I said, I've had this past 2 weeks. One of my students had a massive heart attack. They had to bring her back. She's got a pacemaker like 2 days ago. She's like in her 40s with two small kids, maybe barely 40s. My nephew went in 2 nights ago or last night. A virus hit his kidneys and he dropped down to he's down to 4% kidney function. My brother-in-law yesterday went in and had a tumor removed from his bladder. My brother went in today and had surgery. They put a shunt in for the fluids all around his pancreas to get it off of his bowel was getting obstructed. It was a great day. It's a win for him today, so we're happy with that. But literally, like the people are getting hit around me in the circle. One of our dear friends, she's in the process right now of taking her transition steps. She's going to be crossing over soon. So yeah, it's been a lot going on. But with all that going on, hey, Caden, with all that going on, it's crazy because we've got so much good stuff going on. Crystal, I see she's on here with me, and my friend Marie. Randomly, Crystal said, "Hey, let's go look at this little spot we're gonna, would you be interested in renting?" Well, this little spot turned into a bigger spot, and then a couple of days ago, it turned into 2 spots. So we've been getting that already. So I will be there this Thursday night for Ladies' Night doing some readings there. But we're having our grand opening like April 6th. It's like a really big place, and there's like rental spaces inside of it. So we've already got it set up. I'll put up a picture. It's really cool. We got our crystals in there and stuff and cards in there, but we can do readings in there. We can do classes there. That's I'll be there Thursday. Tomorrow night, we have a pop-up spiritual expo that we're running right here in Joliet at Joliet's Tavern. It's on the 2nd floor. It's absolutely beautiful up there. We got readers and healers and palm readers and astrologists and mediums and sound bowls and Reiki healing and art and all that stuff. That's tomorrow night, Juliet's Tavern in Joliet, Illinois. That is from 5 to 11. I have to look off so I don't get distracted in my brain seeing things. Then this weekend, Saturday and Sunday, Kankakee, it is Kankakee Fairgrounds. Head over that way. It is the Rock Your World crystal event. It's massive. I'll be doing readings there. We'll be doing some permanent jewelry. Crystal will be doing some readings there. I think, yeah, Nat will be there. So, yeah, very exciting week coming up. And somewhere in there, I'm just going to finally collapse and pass out. Oh, and if you haven't seen already, my deck of cards finally made it in. So I have my own Oracle deck that I made. And I feel really bad because I have somebody from Australia that wants a deck. But the last time I shipped something to Australia, it was like $25
Oh.
in shipping.
Well, I'm going to go. I feel like I'm going to go to America this year. So when I go there, I'll grab a few of your decks.
I was literally going to ask, I was going to say, like, even if I like shipped like you, like maybe a bunch of them, and then I just paid, like, it'd be cheaper like to ship it from you to there. Or something.
From me to, but I feel like if I go there and then you can just give me some and I'll bring them over, and then whoever wants them off you, I can send them from me.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Yeah, also too, I know you can find it on my page. November, the book Michelle's Quest came out, and right now we're in the middle of, I don't have it next to me, and right now we're in the middle of my getting my second one edited, and the illustrations being done. Crystal's doing the illustrations. My daughter's doing the editing, and it's called Breaking the Chain: 30 Days of Healing. It's my life story, basically. It's pretty ugly. It makes for a good read. Let's entertain ourselves. But yeah, that's where
I have the paranormal investigation team. We're doing that in my hometown.
Okay.
So that's starting, and now someone wants to do a documentary with us about that. So that's
it's rocking and shaking out there.
Yeah,
we're also in every season.
Yeah, I'll be doing a speech in the international convention in town about my NDE and all that kind of stuff that happened to me. And also people have approached the organisers about that to do a Netflix series about that.
Okay.
So I'll be involved in that. So everything's like, you know. The funny thing is that I had a friend, a very close friend, that was always trying to block me from these kind of groups and things like that. And here's the thing, here's the lesson in that. When you cut cords and cut ties with certain people that try to block your path, and when you realize that your energy is being taken advantage of, and you start to say no thank you, abundance will find you.
100%.
When you say no thank you to pathways that do not serve you to your highest good, and you realize that there are people trying to take advantage of your energy, and then you are able to cut cords with that energy and humbly do so and wish people love and cut cords on a love vibration, those pathways that were actually being blocked for you or from you will find their way to you no matter what. It was the same organization that I was being blocked from when they were having meetings, when they were having dinners, when they were having things like that. She would say to me, oh no, you don't need to go to them. And I was like, okay, whatever. Even though inside I felt like I would like to go. And then I just left it. They came to me. And I'm like, wow, that was my sole purpose, but there was a negative path blocking me.
Yeah, but sometimes I think, though, that everything lined up exactly when it was supposed to. Thank you for that. You know what I mean?
It's fine. It's perfect, everything. But what I'm saying is everything will find you
100%.
no matter what negativity tries to block you.
I understand your point. Yeah, very good. I agree. Thank you, guys. I see all the hearts and the loves, and we truly appreciate that. I'm going to look and see who's in the box right now. I've always said I'm here for a purpose and accept it. Yeah. And yes, lots of negative times. Yeah, definitely. The one thing I can tell you about when my sister crossed over, Harry, have you been here? Harry, have you been? I'm in the hospital at ATM. at the moment. Okay. If we've not read you before, then that's awesome. Make sure that if you go in the box, guys, that you've not been read on here before. We try to use this right this time, like our time on here. Meet new people. Hello, Carrie. Welcome. But I just want to tell you guys all welcome. Make sure you keep sharing with your friends. Let's wake up the crowd. Crystal, hope things are going okay with you right now. But no, we were talking about purpose, and I remember forget after my sister had crossed, and she came to me like weeks later in a dream, and I remember, and it made so much sense to me. And I remember the first thing about her, she had her hearing aid in and her glasses, which I thought was strange, because I was like, Debbie, I thought when you crossed over, you don't need these things. And she said, I didn't, but I wanted to make sure you would recognize me. And I was like, yes, I would recognize you. And she was like 45 when she crossed. And so, and it was a freak accident. She choked to death on French fries. So when I asked her, I remember the first thing I asked her was if she was scared. And she said, at first I was scared for a few minutes, and and then all of a sudden the fear went away. And I was like, okay, well, that was good. And I remember I asked her why she left so soon, and she goes, I was done. And it was interesting because when she was talking to me, she kept doing this, like to make sure nobody was listening to her. It was really interesting. She kept like looking back and forth, like we were having a private conversation to make sure nobody could hear. And I said, what was your purpose? And she like looked around, she goes, you'll never know. And I was like, what? And she goes, you will never know. And I was like, well, that's kind of like we all, all of us are like, what is our sole purpose here, right? We all want to know. And when I asked her, I said, why? I go, why would you never know? And her answer was profound, because she looked very quietly at me and she goes, your ego. And I was like, what? And then it dawned on me, because if we knew our purpose, our ego would get in the way. So I was like, no shit, I get it. We're not supposed to know. We could have served our purpose when we were 5 and we helped a little kid cross the street, or we smiled at the lady at McDonald's. So we don't even know what that is, but I was just like, that was profound. Like, okay. Harry, whatever you are, don't say too much on here if you're going to get red, okay? It was a stronger one, so I think it's more than the other side, yeah. But I just thought that those words meant so much to me after that. Like, we don't know what our purpose is. So for people because a lot of times I get people for readings and they're like, what is my purpose? You won't know. Thank you for the heart. All right, I'm going to try to pull somebody up. Are you ready, Lisa?
Yep, absolutely.
And if you guys are just jumping on, like I said, I don't know how long I'm going to last tonight. It's been a rough couple of days. I'm kind of tired. I got home. I was so tired with a bad headache, and I don't even get headaches. But my head has been pounding all day. I think it was more stress than anything else the last couple of days. All right.
You have a lot going on, and you're just busy all the time.
I know. I say I'm outrunning death. If I slow down, it might catch me. Staying one step ahead. How is your brother? My brother right now, Tracy, thank you for asking. We had surgery today. They got the pressure off of his they had to put a stent in for the sac that's around his pancreas, because his colon was getting blocked. So he said he feels better today than he has felt in a long time. So we're glad for that. So it's just now it's recovering, we're hoping. They did a biopsy on his pancreas today. So we're just praying it comes back clean. Connect to the spirits. I think it's because I'm grieving loss of mom and son passed away 11 days ago. Earth Angel, I am so very sorry for that. And honestly, I know that when I've had people that are in the transition period or right after they've transitioned to the other side, sometimes I don't think, because people always say, like, do you have to wait a certain period of time? No, you don't have to. But sometimes we're so clogged up with our grief and our loss that we're not ready to connect to the other side. I'm still trying to connect to myself and understand that I don't have that physical contact with that person anymore. Because Lisa and I, we both know that this is just the part of change of energy. But we're greedy. We want that body here to touch, So you have to go through that process. But I'm sorry for the pain that you're going through. The one thing that I always ask in times like now is just mercy for healing, or mercy for God to take them quickly. That's all I ask for. And actually, I'm going to do something we normally don't do. But if you guys will just, because there are so many people struggling right now, and I'm just going to pray for a second, because I need to make sure that all we have around us is nothing but love and light. And if you believe, you believe. If you don't, it doesn't matter to me. You do you. But right now, I'm just going to start off with Father in heaven. I'm going to ask that you guide us, that you lead us, that you protect us, that you have mercy on all of our souls. If we are sick, we are in need of healing, that you will have mercy and send your angels to wrap their arms around us and let us feel that. If it is our transition time and we are leaving this earth and coming back home, We ask that you are kind and swift and you take us quickly. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. All right. All right. Let's find a friend. Let's find a friend. La 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 la. Oh, let's see. I don't know if Crystal wants to join us. I know she's got some stuff going on now, but I just sent you in there if you want to join us, Crystal. La 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 la. Okay. La 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 la. Oh, my head. I was sitting here with my almighty ice pack. Could be this, the pressure of the, we are in Illinois, we have had 5 seasons in a week, I swear to God. We had 70s, then we had hail and storms, and then we had snow. That was all within like 72 hours. I don't know how to pull it up.
Is Carrie is here. I don't know if she's gonna
Hi, Carrie.
join.
Yeah, the weather's crazy. Wait, I just pushed for Elizabeth. I think she ran away.
Ran away.
Yeah. She's like, I don't want to go. I pushed it and she ran. Hello, Carrie. Hello. Is it Hari? Harry?
Hari, can you hear me?
I can hear you, love.
Sorry, my voice is pretty bad.
It's okay. You don't, I'll tell you what, here's a good thing. You don't have to do nothing besides yes or no's. Elizabeth, I'll pull you back up. I'm not sure what
I'm
happened.
grateful. Thank you.
You're welcome. Hold 1 second. Elizabeth, I'll try you again, but she's not in the box anymore. What is, so have you been with us before?
No.
No, okay.
No.
What happens is we're going to take your first and your middle name, and then we're going to be quiet. We're going to let the veil go up, and we're going to let your spirit guides talk to us, okay? Then when we come back, we're going to just give you whatever they downloaded to us, just for validation purpose, so you know we're connected to your spirit guides and to your loved ones. Everybody reads a little bit different. When I read somebody, there's 3 circles. Some of what I see is directed right at you. Some of what I see has to do with close family, friends, and associates. Sometimes it's as simple as you had just had a conversation with somebody last week. You're like, well, I just talked about that. They're just giving me a reflection of eavesdropping into your world so that you know that you are not alone. The 3rd circle is sometimes I see flashes. I see flashes sometimes of your childhood, and then I'll say, do you remember? Do you know what this is? If you have a pencil and paper, that is great. If you don't worry, because this live before the month is over will be on my YouTube channel, and you can find it there, so you can go back and listen to it. Okay.
I'm not sure, but Carrie's here. Midwest Music. I don't know if she wants to read with you guys or not, though.
Okay. We'll finish this one first, and then okay.
Okay.
She wants me. She'll ask me.
Okay.
Oh, I see you, honey. Okay. She knows I'm here. Yeah, let's finish this one, and then we'll pull you up. Okay, love. All right. So what's your first name?
Mine
Yes.
is Hari. Full name is Hardeep.
Can you spell that? Is it H-A?
Hardeep.
Okay. And your middle name?
Kaur. Kaur.
Okay. All right, sweetheart. Just be quiet. We're just going to be quiet. I didn't mean to tell you to be quiet. We're just going to be quiet for a minute, and then we're going to come back to you, okay?
Okay.
Okay. You get some water and you rest for a minute, okay? We'll do the work.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna start first, love, okay? And all I'm gonna ask is just to say yes or no. If you want to validate anything, you can do that at the end, but because Lisa's still working right now, you don't want to say much so it doesn't get in the way of her spirits talking to her, okay?
Okay.
Okay. The first figure that showed up was a father figure. This male was, and whether it's your father or somebody who was like a father figure to you, what I was picking up from this male, he was a strong male, his willpower, was strong, but he had little words to say. Like he wasn't good with dealing with his emotions and stuff like that. So he was quieter when it came to dealing with his own personal stuff or his own emotional stuff. But he was a very strong male when it came to like running situations or running things. He wasn't very tall. He almost had a thinner structure. And it was funny because I seen him thinner, but then I was like, I don't know if he was making a joke, like, well, when I was a younger man, I was thinner. So I don't know if he got a little bit thicker at the end. But he had beautiful eyes. Do you understand who this male is?
Yes.
Okay.
Although height
Okay.
is different.
Okay. Wait, hold on. Don't say too much more though. Okay.
Sorry.
That's okay. It's okay. Yeah, I felt like when I say, I would say probably the way he's showing me, I would guess him to be like between 5'11" and 6 foot. He's not very tall.
Okay.
Not over that point. I also heard the word mom, so I didn't know if it was your mom or your grandmother. She was joyful. Her spirit came through joyful, but there was also a lot of sadness in her eyes. And I felt like she dealt with a lot of losses while she was earthbound, and a lot of trauma. Okay. But she was doing something around her chest area, which generally would mean my breast, my lungs, or my heart caused me to cross. Do you understand who that female is?
No.
Okay. So again, it would either be mom or grandma. So, because it said mom, which is interesting, not mom, but not grandma. So I literally wrote down MUM.
Martha is the only one close.
Okay. I'm not sure, but like I said, it was interesting how I wrote it because I didn't write, that's why I was like, okay, who is this female? But I didn't get, normally I write mom or grandma, but I wrote this MUM for some reason. Okay. I also have a male that stepped forward. I was feeling pressure around my head area. And again, I have a headache, so I have to be careful if it's my pain or theirs. But I felt pressure around my head area. Generally, if I feel pressure around my head, it means a crossing head. You understand it?
Yeah.
Okay. I also seen a lost child on the other side. So is it you that had lost a child that's on the other side, or a baby? Or
Yeah.
okay. I also was given the month of November. November would be a birth date, death date, anniversary date. Do you understand November?
No, not November.
Okay. Just write it down. Just hold on to it. Then I want you, like I said, with time to quiet your mind, I want you to think about people's birthdays and crossing dates and major event. When did you get the good news or the bad news? Because for some reason, November's being attached to you, okay? I was also given the letter 8. So 8 would either be the 8th month, the 8th day, or something around your 8th birthday, or for some reason the number 8 is relevant to you. Do you understand?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. I also have an uncle that's on the other side.
Yes.
Okay. But this was interesting because I heard the word uncle, and then I heard, and I don't like when they give me names. I'm not sure if it's a Bob or a Robert. I don't know if that was somebody on the other side or that was somebody that was earthbound. But as soon as I heard uncle, I heard that name. So I don't know if
Okay.
okay. I also I heard the word tinker, and I wasn't sure if it was Tinker Bell. Do you know why I would hear that?
No.
Okay. So just my first thing is I thought of Tinker toys. And then I was like, okay, what does this mean to you as a child or something? So just hold on to the Tinker. And then I wrote down bells. So if I hear bells, generally it means somebody's going to announce a wedding or a baby going to be coming to the family. But for some reason it went together. Like I wrote Tinker and then I wrote bell. I also, the angels also said to tell you they've been seeing the depression and the anxiety that you're going through. And that you are not alone, so don't let go. Okay, things are going to get better. All right.
Yeah.
And I know your voice is going out and stuff, but I also felt like there was something going on in your stomach area, around below your rib cage, and your lungs. But I feel like there's something going on below that area, and I also felt like some swelling in my legs around you. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That was just to connect you to the other side. The card that I have for you is the question you keep asking is the answer yes. So the angels and spirits hear you, and they're like, yes, we hear you. Okay. And they just want to make sure that you know that your prayers are being answered. All right. And my last thing for you is a message from Fiona. It's one of our angels. Now that you've asked the angels for help, be open to receive divine guidance and assistance. You deserve heaven's help. Okay?
Thank you. Thank you.
You're very welcome. And with that, I'm going to pass to Lisa. Okay?
Thank you.
You're very welcome. She's coming.
Okay. Sorry, I didn't realize my mic was off.
You go in town.
I was still writing and zoning. I didn't realize. I was like, okay. All right, honey. As soon as I was connecting with your energy, I kept getting two words in the beginning. It was Anna, and deep. I'm not sure what deep is, or
Yeah.
Anna. What does that make sense to you, please?
My nickname is Dippy. And
Oh, okay.
from Hardeep, my father used to call me Dippy.
Okay, that makes sense to me now. Also, I kept getting, oh, I'm getting chills. I kept getting the color red, and then I saw balloons, red and balloons, and then I kept getting gold tones around you as well. Okay, you're laughing, so that's a good sign.
No, well, because without saying too much, if it's red and gold, my brother's memory is of my wedding day. My brother always sat towards my left. He's my left arm. My dad is my right. And their most precious day is they brought their Dippy Anna in. So it's very precious.
Okay, I'm so glad. Also, did you have because I kept smelling incense. I kept smelling incense, but also cooking. Like burning incense, but there's also cooking. And I was like, I know the incense, but they're giving me cooking as well. So that was something as well. And also, they were showing me my hands being painted. I don't know, like, you know how you do that?
Henna.
Yeah, and I was like, wow, that's very pretty. And also they were giving me water drops, but it had rose water. They were showing me rose water as well.
Yeah.
And that made sense to me. And they were giving me gifts, and everything was red and gold in those gifts. Also, they were showing me that there were two family cultures merging, but they weren't
Yeah.
that different. There was a bit of conflict, but it was all sorted for you. And they want you to remember the happy times. They also gave me the 10th of August as being important, or 10 and August as being important, and 5 and May as being important to
God.
you.
Yeah, totally. Do you want me to say August is my birthday?
Okay, just as long as the
I won't say much.
you can confirm at the end.
Okay.
They're sending you birds. They're sending you birds as being important as well. They're saying birds are important to you as well. Also, they know that you are going through hardship right now. They're saying go back to your roots. They're going back to your roots. Also, I'm not sure about the envelope. There's an envelope that seems to be important, or you're receiving an envelope. There's an envelope that seems to be significant with some documents around there, and that it seems to be important to you right now. I know that you're getting heartburn because they're saying there's heartburn. There's heartburn there. I did also get the angel baby, but I won't go into that because Michele, I heard something about an angel baby with that. You have stomach issues, but you're also getting watery eyes as well. And headaches. I can feel your headaches as well. But your headaches are related to the stress around what is going on with you. You need to get more information, and there is more testing to be done as well. Also, this is a healing journey, and I feel like there's something being taken out, and then it is a healing journey rather than what your fear is. So it's a healing journey. There is a vibration of you healing and going through this, and you need
Yes.
to have that mindset.
Yes.
And don't allow your energy to go back into depression and overthink things, because they're showing me it's a journey of up rather than a journey of down. So please
Thank
understand.
you. Yeah, no, that makes sense.
It's a journey of up, and so don't get into your head about it, because your mindset is what makes you vibrate low, and it will take longer. So raise your energy and understand it is a healing journey.
Yes. It feels it.
Yes, and they are still beside you, they are still with you, the same as they were with you before, so please know that.
Thank you. The dates were relevant, if I may. My brother is 5 February. He was like my brother. We're both like brothers. So when my dad talks about left and right, I was like a son. My brother and I were two peas in a pod. When my brother's ill, I feel it in my head, and he used to have bleeds like me. My dad was on my right, so my dad leaves me bruises, always signs on his right. My dad's birthday was October, and September was when my brother's funeral, and you gave her another date. August was my birthday. So October is my father, February 5th is my brother, August is me, and the significance of the red and gold is that was their happiest day of their life. Because I've kept my dad's legacy and brother by always giving. So three of us in our family have been brought up to believe in three things. Always chant the name of any. I was part of Sunday school, part of Sikh religion. I'm a Sikh warrior, and always share and be the voice for others. So I became a solicitor to be a voice for others because I was silenced. And the third one is to help people that are vulnerable. And the third one is always share with others. And they're the three things. And integrity is what my father was, my brother. And I firmly believe is why I'm here today. And when you talk about healing, I absolutely know it, even though objectively anybody would think this isn't. But I feel it is because I'm part of ancestral sainted line. That's all I could say. But the dates are so relevant.
That's awesome.
Wonderful. Thank you. I'm glad we could do that for you, so that makes
You
sense.
have,
Thank you
you
for the
really have.
clarification.
And you've confirmed that, and I'm really grateful. And you know, I've been led here because I've stayed away from this area, if that makes sense, because it was me giving all my energy away instead of actually using it for my own healing. And you said November. November wasn't the turning point of November is in November I realised I now needed to begin focusing on the promise I made to myself, which was to live and give back. And I have always been given back, but I haven't lived as such. So the overthinking brain turned to the living brain. So all of that is so resonates beautifully, and I'm so grateful.
Thank you so much for trusting us with your energy. Miranda, can you just put up the YouTube channel? If you can write this down, just so that way, if you want to go back and see it at a later date, you can always go back and rewatch it. Okay?
Okay, could I ask you one question generally?
Sure.
Are there situations whereby your loved ones in spirit are not aware until something actually happens? And the reason why I ask this is often things come in my dreams, which I don't always remember, but they are very, very relevant at the moment. I'm remembering everything in the dreams, but I got a message in the dreams that they didn't even see this coming.
And what is your question, though?
So the question was, are there situations whereby even your loved ones in spirit are not aware until it actually happens?
I'm going to give you the first thing that jumped into my head for the answer,
Okay.
and Lisa will have a different answer. But I feel like we all have a piece of the puzzle that are a little bit different, and we don't all get to see and hear the same thing. If we did, it would
Right.
all, like be the same song playing over and over again. So I don't think it's uncommon that our spirits and our loved ones see things at different times or different ways than we see them. Otherwise, we would all have the same answers all the time.
Yeah.
Does that make
That makes
sense?
sense. Yeah, it does. And it's free will and choice, isn't it? I think somebody talks about ego. If we were to know something all the time, it may change the trajectory upon which we
And
proceed.
and I also think that sometimes we all wear different glasses too, so our perception is a little bit different, and sometimes we see things differently. You know.
Yeah, and you said something about head and eyes, and somebody said something about watery eyes. You just can't make it up, and I won't say too much on that. But all of that is relevant, and all three of us have the same blood type of thing.
Okay. And is that why?
Thank you.
Because I also saw something about your
Yeah.
father's beautiful eyes.
Yeah, so I'm glad that you reminded me of that. My father's eyes were stunning, and when I was born, everybody used to go on about my eyes. I looked spit an image of my father, but wherever I went, I had curly hair, bright, big eyes, but I had several hemorrhages in my eyes, and it's all from trauma, block trauma, which led to inflammation, which led to bleeding. So when you talked about eyes, ever since I've been young, I'm now 53, 53 years young, everybody used to say, gosh, our eyes, it was our eyes. And my eyes are just normal. But my brother had those eyes, I did,
Okay.
and my father did.
He still does. He just want to make sure that you know that he did.
Yeah.
But my dad was so sad that I lost my sight. And I see it here today, and I've lost my sight in one eye, which is fine. They always said I'd give up one eye for the chance of having a baby, but my left eye is gone at the moment.
Remember when I just said that we all see things differently?
Yeah,
That's just physical seeing. That's all.
yeah. Oh yeah, I'm here for a purpose. This is my real test as to whether I'm going to stand up and speak for myself, something I've never done. And thank you. That's
very
really
welcome.
interesting.
It was very nice to meet you, love.
Thank you, and you're in my prayers. And thank you for that prayer.
Thank you. You take care of yourself.
God
All
bless
right?
you. God bless you.
God bless
And
you.
best wishes to your family.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
You
Bye-bye.
also,
Good
love.
night.
All right. Good night, honey.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye bye. Oh, I feel bad for her lung. Let's see.
Mira is in here.
I know. I'm not. She knows she can come up anytime she wants. I just know she's got a lot on her plate right now too.
Yeah.
Oh, what? I think we're about to be blessed with her presents. Yay! I've missed you, girly.
I miss you girls too. How are we?
We're good.
my darling.
So where you at?
I'm just at my sister's house, but I'm just went to the hospice to see my sister, and we're back. I'll go back there later.
Okay. All right.
How is she? How are you? How is everything?
She's at end of life, and I gotta say, as much as it is hard to watch this, it's also really interesting when she's talking to spirits.
Yeah.
Like since she started talking to spirits, she's been like, first she was like, "You've made a mistake," told them to F off.
My sister did that too.
I
Jesus
was like,
came,
okay, and
Jesus
then
came to my sister and she said to him, I'm not ready, go away.
and then she's like, and now I think she's used to them being around, and because I keep asking, I'm like, who are you talking to? Are you talking to someone else, or are you talking to me? And she's like, yeah, like she'll look at me and I'll be like, are you talking to me? And she'll be like, no. And I go, are you talking to someone else? Yes. And I'll be like, who is that someone else? And she just ignores me. But now she says, oh, you don't know them, or don't worry about it. And I'm like, okay, so I'm not meant to know, and that's fine. But last night she said, oh, so I've got a week to go. Okay. And then she said someone's name, and I was like, as in things about me that I haven't told her. And it's like she's being told something. It's like she's been negotiating with them, I feel like she has been.
You should record her voice.
While she's doing this.
Yeah, I don't know why, but I just find it intriguing just to play back and like listen to what's going on. Because sometimes I think when you play it back, you'll start to hear some of the spirits talking too.
Yeah.
She did close her eyes at one point. She was like, oh, mama. And I was like, okay, good. And then she said that, some people are talking Serb. It's like I think she can only listen to like one person at a time. And so it's like she's talking to that one person. I know it's a male, that's all I know. And then there's other people in the background talking to her in Serbian and that sort of thing. So she's, yeah. It freaks my dad out, but I love it.
Yeah. We're on different levels, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
When my brother was out for those couple of weeks, when he came to, my sister, she was like, "Did you see anything? Did you see the light? Did you not see the light? Like, what was going on?" And she actually got it recorded, and it was crazy, and it was cool to watch it afterwards, because he goes, "I saw Ma and Debbie," and then he started, like, you could see his jaw started. He goes, "I saw them." He goes, and they were like mad at me, and they were like, "Go back." And then he goes, "You look like a little boy." He goes, "So I woke up." But like he was sad to leave them. He's like, "So I woke up."
That's funny. So yeah, as you know, as much as it is painful to watch her go through this, it's also the silver lining for me is the interaction she's having with spirit, and that they're constantly there. So anytime that she has her eyes open, she's partially talking to us, and she can tell the difference of who's who. So she kind of turns to us, and then when she's talking to the spirits, she's looking at the spirits and talking to them. And it's funny because when my dad's there, she won't talk to them in like a normal tone. She'll whisper to them or mouth to them, like it's like she knows that he's going to freak out.
That's cool. That is kind of cool. Yeah. How are you holding up?
I go to her, "Are you getting told all of my secrets?" And she looked at me and she pulled her face like, and was like, "Yes." And I was like, "Great."
Great. How are you holding up?
Hey?
How are you holding up?
Up and down. Like the other day, it was upsetting because it's like she woke up and she didn't know where she was. She forgot this. It's like she's forgotten the state that she's in, and she was really embarrassed and really upset that she didn't recognize any of the nurses, and that was heartbreaking. So, but since then she's been all right. She's just very, very tired.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm going through the motions of that, crying and laughing at some of the things that she says and how she's still herself,
Yeah.
wanting to control everything and that.
You getting rest?
Yeah, I am. That's one thing I am getting, very much so.
Okay. Well, that's good. You here to work or are you just hanging out?
I don't have pen and paper. That's upstairs and I'm a bit lazy to go get it, but I'll try.
Okay. All right. Hang on. Hello. What do we have?
It's good to see you.
Good to see you guys too. It feels like it's been a hot minute.
It has been for all of us, I'm telling you. Carrie might pop in here.
Hi.
Hi, Carrie. How
Very
are you?
sorry. I'm good. How are you?
Good. All right. Let's see who we're going to pull up.
Sorry to hear that, Myra.
Thank you.
I was just telling my husband my aunt was on hospice, and I was sitting with her, and she was just like at the state where she didn't move or anything. And I walked out of the room, and she sat up and she started screaming. And then she laid back down, and she was still there, but she like passed in the night. Yeah.
Oh,
When we were just talking about, we talk about people taking a transition period. There's always a standing joke, and you'd have to be Irish to understand the joke, but they say that us Irish always die twice. Like we always die and then we come back. And literally we were making jokes because it happened to my daughter's great grandma. Like we were all watching, even her grandma, my mother-in-law. We were all watching. Somebody's got static. If they can shoot themselves. Is that you, Elizabeth? Okay. No, I think Elizabeth. I think it's you, love.
Is it me?
Hi, I'm Elizabeth.
Hi, sweetheart. They were picking up a little bit of static from you, so hold tight for a second. But when, like, literally, Mama.
Hi, I'm Elizabeth.
Hi, Elizabeth. Hold on one second, honey. When Grandma Dee Dee was crossing, like, she stopped breathing. She was gone. You're like, okay, here we go. And she did one of these. It was like, and she's back. And that happened to my mother-in-law, too. We're like, okay, this is it. And she's back. So, yeah, the Irish, we die twice. We come back. All right. Elizabeth.
because when I look at yesterday was Tuesday for us, And when she said, I've got a week to go, okay, I was like, that's April Fool's Day. Could you imagine?
We got into this.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not laughing at like, but I was like, it would be so her to do something like that.
I hear you. All right, Elizabeth. Elizabeth, are you there?
Yes.
All right, sweetheart. Do you have a TV playing on in the background or something?
And my husband's watching a video.
Okay. Can you go away from him? We're picking up the video, babe.
No.
Oh.
I'm here.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you. We can hear you better now. We were picking up all the background noise. Elizabeth is your first name?
Yes, it is.
All right. And your middle name is Kelly?
Yes, it is.
That makes it real easy. All right, I think you've seen what we're going to do. We're going to be quiet for a few minutes, okay? Okay.
Elizabeth,
Yes.
would you understand why I'm hearing Pop Goes the Weasel and the Spice Girls?
Yes, I understand that.
Okay. Would you understand the number 11 or the first of the first or the month of November?
Yes.
Okay. And also the initial L.
Yes.
Okay. I'm also seeing a male smoking a cigar. Would you understand that? Feels like it feels like he may have been restricted in his movement. It's like my arms feel heavy, and my legs feel heavy as well. Like, was he? It feels like restricted in movement. Would you understand that?
Yes.
Okay. Are you aware that someone's pregnant at the moment?
No.
Okay. Because I'm rubbing my stomach. It's so random, but rubbing my stomach and it feels like I'm pregnant, I feel like you got to find that out, and I'm getting the number 5 around that. So whether it's in May that you find out someone's pregnant.
Okay.
Are you fond of putting lotion on your body, like moisturizing your body?
Okay.
Are you fond of moisturizing your body or putting lotion on your body?
I am.
Okay. Keep doing that because I don't do that personally. Like, I'm not big
Me
on that.
neither.
But it's like I feel the suppleness of how good it feels when you do, but you don't realize until it's on, like that feeling. Are you also the type of person that looks at the moon? Like you like looking at the moon?
Yes.
Okay. Keep doing that, and when you do that, just have pen and paper with you or notes in your phone to write down what information you're getting, because you tend to be your most calmest when you're doing that because you're only focusing on that.
Correct.
Have you thought about, or does someone have stars like the glow in the dark stars or something on the ceiling or in their room?
No.
Okay, just write that down.
I will.
And I'm also seeing a bat as being significant and a butterfly.
Okay.
Is your mum's in spirit?
Yes.
Okay, because I heard mum's in spirit. And did she, something about her head, like the back of her head, did she have something going on with the back of her head, or did she have pain in the back of her head? Are you aware of that?
I am.
Okay. So the pain that she's showing me is like here and as well as at the front, so like a frontal lobe and at the back there.
Yes.
Did that make her kind of her head kind of sit a bit forward because of the pain?
Yes.
Okay. She's also showing me that she was quite a beautiful, like a very feminine, beautiful woman when she was younger. Like she was very proud of that. Would you understand that?
Yes, I do.
Okay. And she's saying her hips didn't lie. Like she was really, like her hips are predominant. Were they predominant? Are yours too?
Mine is too.
Yeah. She goes, you get that from your mum. She's showing me like a bouquet or a bunch of flowers. Is there something to do with flowers in relation to her, or you do like flowers?
There was a relation.
Could you repeat that, please?
There was a relation.
Okay. A releasing.
Yes.
Okay. She's giving me the sense of like in your feet, you've got a lot of tension. And anything hard like a golf ball or a tennis ball or like something that you can roll your feet on just to relieve that tension, because that'll release the tension in the rest of your body.
Yes.
And just one more thing. She's what's the word? She's like making me aware of my heart space. Do you have heart problems, or do you have like blood pressure problems?
I had a minor, but yes.
Okay. She's just like, just keep on top of that. Don't let it slip.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Also, did you go to a camp when you were younger?
Yes.
Okay, because I don't normally do readings here at my sister's house, but there's a book that I'm looking at, and the title is The Christina Campbell, I don't know, Pretty Fashion Gift, something. And all I could see is the word camp as being significant, so that's why I'm bringing it up.
Okay.
You're showing me like needing to write down, like particularly about the times that you went to camp, writing like the events out. There's something that happened there that you need to write about and release it and let it go. Would you understand that?
Yes.
Okay. And as I'm saying that, I'm getting pain in this side of my head. Do you clench your draw? Hang on, we'll come back to the draw. But do you clench your draw again? We'll come back to the draw. But do you clench your jaw at night?
No.
Okay. Who clenches their jaw at night because it feels quite tight?
My mom.
Okay. So the drawer. Did she have a drawer that she put stuff? So weird, but like a drawer. Everyone's got a drawer of some description. But is that drawer significant to your mum? Like, or do you have a drawer with her stuff in it?
I do.
Okay. Have you opened it recently?
No.
Okay, because she's like, you need to. She wants you to enjoy that stuff instead of having it hidden away. One other thing. Do you have a photo of her?
Yes.
Okay. I'm sorry. Just keep letting it out. Okay, because I have to show you this because like I never have looked at this before, but it looks like a picture of a woman. It's wood, right? Hang on a second. Let's just get down.
Yes.
See this? I don't know if it looks like it. To me, it looks like from over there a photo of a woman. Can you
Yes.
see it?
I can see it.
Okay. Do you have a picture? Now I'm on the ground, as you do. Do you have a photo of her, like just a single shot of her face?
I do.
Okay. Is it framed yet?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have it in your room?
I do.
Okay. One other thing, one other thing. There's me thinking I'm not going to get anything, but the number 3, is that also significant to you?
Yes.
Okay. And now I'm seeing a heart. So, okay, she's sending you lots of love. And it's like she wants me to hug you, but I can't hug you through the phone. Maybe I can. Just hug you like this. Okay, I'll pass it on because otherwise I'll go on for hours to everybody else. Thank you so much for allowing me to connect to your mum's energy and to your energy.
You're welcome.
Mira, it's so funny because you sound like me. Just one more thing. Just one more thing. All right, Elizabeth. The first energy that came through to me was a brother or a brother-like figure that's on the other side. And he was making my head hurt, but I felt like it was like a depression, confusion, or like bipolar or something along those lines. And when I say brother figure, because I also feel like that his crossing may not have been of natural causes. Do you know who this male that's stepping forward?
Yes.
Okay. I also have a grandma that stepped forward. She said caretaker. Like I feel like it was a grandma that was like around you more than the other grandma that would like helped raise you. Do you understand that?
I do.
Okay. She said to tell you that you are not alone. Okay, and I know you feel like that a lot. I also have. I'm sorry, baby. I also see that you struggle a lot with anxiety, and it's hard for you to get outside sometimes.
I do.
Okay. This is your world too, sweetheart. This is your world. So you have all the rights to it also, okay? So don't forget that. She also was showing me that you had struggled with some kind of female issues around your tummy area.
Yes.
Okay. Do you understand why she would show me the number 6?
Yes.
Okay. She also said that you feel lost a lot of the time, and you did feel that same way when you were growing up. You weren't quite sure where you fit into this world.
Correct.
Okay. She gave me the month of April. April will be your birthday, death date, anniversary. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Okay. There was somebody making fun of you. They said you have 2 left feet. Do you trip a lot?
No.
So who has the 2 left feet and they're always tripping on things?
It's me.
Oh, that's what I said. Okay, yes. Okay.
Yes.
They also showed me twins. So that's telling me that there's 2. 2 of something. I don't know if it was 2 actual twin babies or if one baby made it, one baby didn't. But they're showing me 2 of the same. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Okay. They're talking about a shift, like somebody either that just lost their job or they're talking about getting the new job. Do you understand that?
Yes.
All right. I also saw a crossing that happened in December in the past, or they were going through their transition period around December. So that means they might have still been earthbound, but it was the beginning of their descension, their ending. Do you understand that?
I do.
During that period of time, I could feel their chest or their lungs were hurting. Okay. before they
Okay.
go. I seen the word adoption or foster, which means that somebody was taking care of somebody else's children. Do you understand that?
Yes, I do.
Okay. And then I heard the word Danny boy.
Yes.
Okay. And then I don't know if you noticed, but all of a sudden I just had this craving for peaches, and I got up and I got my peach rings. Peaches mean something to you? Is it the name or the fruit?
It's a fruit.
Okay. But I don't know if you noticed that then I started choking when I ate it. So it's telling me that there was something going on with my throat area. So I don't know if it's you that almost choked or somebody around you that was choking, because literally right after I started eating the peaches, I got stuck on my throat. So actually I wrote down he choked. Do you understand who I wrote down?
Yes.
Okay. All right. I want to make sure. There's a question that you ask all the time to the other side. The angels want to tell you that the answer is yes. Okay, yes, she can hear you, honey. All right. She just wants you to know when you keep asking, are you there? She's there. Okay. Your angel card for you is good fortune. Dropping them. Good fortune. They didn't hit the ground, so I can still save them. Good fortune. There's no shortcoming of good fortune coming for you. You just need to trust and allow it in. Like you've almost got yourself convinced that you're not worthy or you don't deserve it. They're like, no, you are worthy of good to come to you, and you need to acknowledge and take that in. And your angel message from your spirit guides are, you are a spiritual teacher. You have the ability to counsel others and help them awaken their spiritual gifts and divine life mission. We tend to think that we just live in a world full of trauma and bad things happen, but understand that those bad things that happen and the trauma that happens is there so that we can learn and teach other people how to help them get through it. Okay?
Okay.
So use that to help others. And with that, I'm going to pass you. All right?
All right.
All right. Thank you for your energy. So much for Carrie or Lisa. Lisa?
Hey, beautiful. Okay, what I got around you, and I don't know if this is significant to you, but I kept getting Kentucky and chicken. I'm not sure if it's town Kentucky or chicken Kentucky, and I hope that makes sense to you.
Yes.
I also got the number 4, and I'm not sure whether you also work around nursing or a nursing is relevant to you, or whether you were nursing or whether you were nursing someone. But I get that you have something to do with nursing, and I feel like you were looking after someone, or there is that vibration around you. I also got a little dog around you. And I feel like this little dog has already crossed over. I also got that April is very important to you, and the number 4 is very important to you as well. I got that when you were younger, there was family separation, or there was separation in the family, and I did get the foster care as well. I'm not sure whether you also like stuffed animals or toy animals, but I got that around you as well. And I also got a younger male energy that had depression around you, that had already crossed over. I don't want to repeat a lot of what everyone else said, because I'm pretty much got the same energies. I've got a female energy around you as well, and I feel like it's the same vibration of the same energies that I got as Michele and Mira got as well. I got the substance abuse. I got a phone call in the middle as well, so I missed a fair chunk. But I got that someone had depression around you. I got someone that suffered an illness around you. This was a female energy that had, and I also got that someone had suffered abuse, and I feel that was you at a younger stage, and I feel like you were needing to be taken care of by your grandmother,
Yes.
and there was someone that was dealing with something, so they weren't able to take care of you. And when I connect with the energy, I get a lot of pain and pressure around my head, and this made me ill. I also feel like I get nauseous, like something was going on with my chest, and I get really hot around my head. And I'm not sure whether you used to get panic attacks and I felt when I was connecting with the energy, I was rocking, like I needed comfort. and that gave me a lot of anxiety, and I was feeling very afraid and lost. But I want you to know that everything will be okay, and you're doing really, really well, and I am with you and I am beside you all the time. Did you recently go to the beach? Because also I want to know whether like you were doing something around water and some kind of ceremony around water.
Yes.
Would that make sense, please? Please know that I was with you and I was watching you, and this made me very, very happy, and I will always be with you, and I need you to know that you're doing really well. This seems to be very, very important, that you're doing well. Have you recently started working
I am
or
listening.
doing something? Yeah, because you're doing well, so be confident in this new role, you're doing well. And that seems to be very important as well. Also, I got the letter S around you. Does that make sense to you as
Yes.
well? S? Okay, wonderful, because that seems important around you as well, the letter S for someone that's around you. Thank you for allowing me into your energy as well, sweetheart. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, I will pass you on
Carrie?
to someone
Hi,
else.
Elizabeth. How are you?
Great. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. I want to share this with you guys because it's kind of weird before I tell Elizabeth what I'm going to tell her. The whole time I've been in here, the whole time, I hear Millie and I hear Jonesboro. And I said, what? I asked my husband, what's Jonesboro? And he goes, I think something bad happened there. I mean, it wouldn't go away. And I'm like, okay, is that what I think it is? Where they had the Kool-Aid?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it wouldn't go away.
It was interesting because Mira brought up camp, and it was funny when she brought up camp, the first thing I went to was a bad camp.
Oh, I was going to ask Elizabeth, I was going to say, was there a tragedy in the family? Because I don't know where it came from. Like, it just was pushing on me and pushing on me. Okay,
Yes, there was a tragedy.
there was a tragedy?
Yes.
I'm sorry to hear that. The first thing I'm going to tell you, I'm going to start at the top. I picked up 3 6s for you. And what I mean by that is, I heard Angel say, you got a 6. And you said, yes, I do. But I wrote at the top 3 6s. So for me, that means that that date is somewhere else. That's a death date, or that's also another birthday that's in the family that you share that number with. Do you know what that would be?
A birthday.
It's a birthday, but there's 3. There's 3 of them.
Oh, I
Yeah,
don't
there's
know.
3 for the 6. So it could be the month of June or the 6th day, because it's the number 6. I also got the first thing I wrote down. I didn't pick up on your mother. I heard them mention your mother. I picked up on a younger energy, and it was a female. And then I picked up on a male energy. I got a lot of like a chest congestion, and I seen tubes. And when I see that, it means somebody had to stay in the hospital. I also seen a ring, but it was kind of funny because the ring had a penny on top of the ring. And then when I seen the penny, I thought, okay, has she been like, is that your sign? Have you been seeing pennies? Do you
No.
see a lot of pennies? Okay. I don't know what that meant, but it was a penny. I also got something about stickers, and there was all these stickers that were being put in front of me. Somebody has like, they played with stickers or has a notebook of stickers. Do you know what that is?
I know I have stickers of butterflies.
You got stickers of the butterflies? Oh, okay. And then I was given a color, and like this is an important color. Blue. Like blue's the color. So I don't know where the blue comes in at, but it was shown to me. Let's see what else I got. I wrote down the 9th, which would be the 9th or September, and the 6th, which would be the 6th or the month of June. And other than, oh, yes, I got one more thing. A bird came in, but the way that it came into me, it was like a magnet. So I don't know if I put statue bird magnet. It's small. It was like a small little bird that sticks to something. So do you know what that would be?
No.
Okay. It was a little tiny little bird. And that's, oh, Yes, I do got more up here. There was a problem with the leg, and there's limping that was being shown to me.
Yes.
Okay. Is it you or was it somebody who
It was my mom.
your mother had the problem with the limping? Okay. Yeah, I seen the limping. And that's all I have. Usually I get a little bit more, but that's all I had.
Thank
Thank
you.
Yeah, thank you for giving me the opportunity.
If you want to share anything now, Elizabeth, you are more than welcome to. You don't have to, but if there's anything you want to do, you can.
So, a couple of things. My grandfather passed. My Uncle Junior passed. My mom, my two grandparents, and my grandfather, the one I never got to meet.
Now you sound like me. Yeah. It's a lot of people. You got a lot of people on the other side. But you know what the younger energy is, Elizabeth? It was that younger energy right away. Did a friend pass, or was there somebody who had lost a child in the family?
So, my Uncle Junior passed, and my friend that I was close to passed. Her name was Hillary. I had another friend that passed, and his name was Philip.
Thank you so much, Elizabeth. We wish you nothing but peace, okay?
Thank you.
You're welcome. Take care of yourself, honey, okay?
I will.
All right. Bye, baby.
Bye.
Bye.
Tink, are you going to be in Illinois? I mean, where in Illinois are you going to be? Take it back a notch.
Are you going to the thing, Angel?
I'm going to which thing, babe?
The Bourbonus.
Huh?
Bourbonus.
What's the bonus?
Bourbonus.
What is that?
Kankakee, Bourbonus.
Oh, I'm going to. Oh, wait. Is that how you pronounce it?
Bourbonus. Yes.
Yeah. I'm going to be at the Kankakee Fairground.
Yeah, our
It's
weather's
this
been
weekend.
weird.
Huh?
It's been weird. They've been getting a lot of storms out there, I believe.
Yeah, don't be talking about that.
You mean it's
Yeah.
not Bourbonnais?
That's what I thought it was a Bourbonnais, but that's what I was like. I always thought, I just make up
People do call it Bourbonnais, but it's Bourbonus.
Bourbonus. Huh. Well, would have known. I would have known.
Michelle,
Yes, love.
I just got a message from a client. So I read for her on the Mind, Body, Spirit Expo thing. I got a message from Spirit about her daughter driving a white car on a roundabout and having an accident or having a near miss. She just sent me a message saying, when I got home, I asked my daughter about having her near miss and she couldn't confirm anything. However, this morning she was on the roundabout and someone actually charged her and she had an accident.
Oh, shit.
Now, I wanted to message you to let you know she did have an accident, but everything was okay. Thank you for letting us know and that. So I got that indication, but Spirit had showed me and I was like, okay, I saw that, but I was actually shown like a 2-week, like it had, how do you know with timelines?
I don't think that we're supposed to know the timeline sometimes.
Okay.
Because of the fact of free will, that if we knew a timeline, we wouldn't get on the road that day. It would change the course of action.
Okay, so how am I, like, because her grandmother was in the car with her. And
So
her,
you're asking, like, was it in your mind, you were thinking that it was a past experience, not one coming up?
well, her grandmother said to me, I'm always in the car with her and she's a hothead and she doesn't know how to use roundabouts. And I said to the mother, she doesn't know how to use roundabouts. She needs to be careful on the roundabouts. She's having too many near misses. She needs to know that the person on the right is always in, like, on has right of way, and
In our country.
and she's having near misses. Please have a chat to your daughter. And her grandmother's always in the car with her. And she said she went home and talked to her daughter, and her daughter couldn't recall an incident in the past.
Right.
However, now she's just messaged me and she's actually had an accident this morning.
Yeah.
So I don't know how to, like,
The way I do it is like if I say, has this happened? And they say no, then I'm always like, this is a warning. Then, because like I don't get like premonitions, like some people, that's their prophecies, their thing. I'll get like, if I say something and it doesn't make sense to you, then I'm always like, pay attention to it because there's something could be coming and it could be a warning. And like literally that was a red flag. And I'll tell you something, I hate freaking roundabouts, bro. And I did not know that the right of way got to the right. I literally I'm the scared shithead who starts going and then I stop and then I stop and then I go. Like, I don't know who's supposed to go. I hate them.
We give way to the right because we're in Australia, but you give way to the left.
Yeah, you guys give way to the left because you're
I
on
didn't
the
even know there was a rule.
road. Yeah.
I try to hurry up and take off, and then somebody starts coming at me, so then I stop, and then I take off. And then sometimes I just go off the wrong side because I can't keep going in
We'll
circles.
do well in Serbia then because no one waits for anyone. It's just go your hardest and just get
Yeah,
in.
I hate them things. I don't even know what is the point of it. Go right or go left. What do we got to
Go
do?
down, not increase the speed.
It's horrible. I hate them things. I literally I'm like, they just shouldn't even exist. They're dumb. Just whatever is happening, right or left. They just keep going in circles because you don't know where to get off.
But on a spiritual level, so it hasn't happened because I do see predictions. But in this instance, it was like a double-edged sword. So she couldn't confirm to me.
Stop it.
It was a warning for her daughter, so she couldn't confirm to me. So if it,
A woman that did some healing on me was like, you've broken your right foot or you've hurt your right foot. And I was like, I had in the past, but it wasn't a big deal. And then it was like 6 months later and I had that slow motion fall over, which meant I was in the moon boot for 6 months. But could I stop it? No.
No.
okay.
Yeah.
There's always some other reason as to why that needed to happen.
You guys want to hear something?
Well, everyone was fine, so obviously she had a lesson to learn to use
I bet
roundabouts.
she pays more attention to the roundabout now. I would take a different route. I wouldn't even go on it now. I'd be like, screw that.
You guys want to hear something? The day after my sister passed away, I was like lost, and I got with this girl and we were goofing around, and she's driving about 45 miles an hour, and we approached this light, and this lady was in the other side waiting for the green light, but she thought it was okay to turn on red, so she pulled in front of us, and we had she was in a 90s hatchback. We hit so hard, we passed out right away. And when I woke up, she was laying over the steering wheel. My head bashed in the whole windshield. And I looked for a minute, and the lady's car was upside down, spinning.
Oh, shit.
Our engine was in the front seat. And all these people, I looked around, there was like 250 people. I mean, in a minute. And the guy come over to me, and he goes, "You're lucky to be alive." And I said, "We got an angel." And I said, "Yeah, that must be my sister because she passed yesterday." And he goes, "What?"
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. All right, let's see who's in the bulbs.
Wow.
Yeah.
Not your time yet.
Kimmy, I just seen you're in the box. Did you want to come up, like to read? We're still doing readings. Yes, we're still doing readings. Oh, we just stopped for a minute to chat, Bon, okay? Good evening, Sophia. I see she's in the
We're a chatty bunch.
chat. We have to catch up. It's been a while, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been looking for her. Yeah.
Well, I'll see if she wants.
Is that the same? Is the same Kimmy?
Where's
I
Kimmy?
don't think it is. It's a different Kimmy.
Is that Kimmy? Oh, that's not our Kimmy?
I don't think so.
That's okay. I guess there's a reason why we grabbed you. Kimmy, we haven't read you before, have we?
No.
All right. So I'm going to guess your name is Kimberly?
Yes.
I'm so smart, huh?
Yeah, I don't hear the English accent.
I know. I'm like,
I'm
can never
picking up on a Kimberly.
picture. Kimberly, what's your middle name?
Sue.
Kimberly Sue. All right. You see what we're doing, right?
Yes.
All right. And Bon, I seen that you said put your name down for a reading. So if you can get in the little guest box, I literally just hit a button and like Kim just showed up here. All right. All right, just give us a quiet moment. I'm sorry, I just have to clear this. Kimmy, look at me, look at me, look at me. I just have to clear that from my head, and now I'm good to read. Mira knows.
About to say it's an Aussie thing not everyone would get. Hey Kimberly, it's Mira. How you going?
Hi.
Are you really tired at the moment?
Yes.
Okay. Do you know this song, Moving to the Country, Gotta Eat a Lot of Peaches? I hope that's the words, but that's the song that I'm hearing.
Yes.
Okay. Um, has anyone ever referred to you as a diamond in the rough?
No.
Okay. Um, it feels like you, when you're under pressure, probably are you most focused and you get shit done. Would you understand that?
Yep.
Okay. And I'm hearing, I can't remember who sings this, but you know that song, Diamonds and Pearls? Was it Prince?
Prince.
Prince.
Yeah. Do you know, would you understand why I'm hearing Prince, Diamonds and Pearls?
Yes.
Okay. Would you also understand a male in spirit? I'm getting the letter T, so that could be their first, last, or middle name, nickname. Um, he feels like lanky, like he's how do I say it? It's like he's tall and lanky, like muscly, but not like stocky. More like, what's the word for that? Lanky, but muscly, thin
Bulky.
but muscly.
Yes.
Okay. Was he a smoker?
Yes.
Okay. Because I'm tasting the smokes, the cigarettes, and the or the whatever he smoked. I'm tasting it and I'm feeling it in my throat. I'm seeing the I was just hearing X marks the spot, X-Men. Would you understand why I'm hearing that?
Yes.
Okay. And I'm seeing a Stein, which is like a glass for beer that they use in Germany. Would you understand that?
Mm,
It's like a heavy kind of glass thing that you would like they would drink beer out of. Did he drink beer?
no.
Okay. Who has like it's like a heavy glass.
My son carries a
Okay.
heavy glass mug that he puts root beer in.
Okay. Cool. Is that like is it like one of his prized possessions? Like he loves it?
Yeah.
Um, I don't get the sense that you're like very, very, very religious, but do you pray sometimes or do you set the intention or manifest things?
Yes.
Okay. Are you into crystals?
I'm starting to.
Okay. One of the ones that is popping at me right now is called selenite. So get yourself some and put it next to your bed.
Okay.
It'll help. I feel like that would be like a good starting point to start working with. It just needs to be near you and like to help you release and to connect to your own kind of energy. I want to say your shadow, which there's a lot of stuff to dig through and sift through and let go of.
Yep.
Is it you that is fond of footwear?
Yes.
Like all sorts of like all of the footwear, not just like one, not just heels or not just sneakers, not just like all sorts of footwear. It's like your thing.
No, that's my daughter.
Okay. Is your skin itchy?
Yes.
Okay. Um, I'm also feeling quite dry, and I feel like you don't drink enough fluids or water throughout the day. Would you understand that?
Yep.
I'm also touching my right knee. Do you have problem with your right knee?
Yes.
Okay. I'm hearing to put ice on it. Whenever you remember, just keep putting ice on it. It doesn't have to be every 20 minutes, but just when you remember, put some ice on it to relieve that pain for you. Has your mum been on your mind a lot?
Yep.
Because I was just hearing that song, Mama, I Love You, and I don't know if it's Spice Girls again, but that song, or just those lyrics particularly. Was she particular about her fingernails?
Yes.
Okay, because it's funny because I'm looking at mine and she wouldn't have that like for herself because mine are like some have grown a lot, others have broken. They're not in the state that she would be happy with. Even the shape's different, and she's like, "That's just not okay. It's just not how we do it." Did she also? Would she run hot, as in like get clammy and sweaty sometimes?
Yes.
Okay. She wasn't the kind of person that would like to lounge around. She was more of a doer, like kept busy all the time.
Mm, in a certain way.
Okay. Because she's like, because I'm lounging on the couch at the moment. She's like, that's not something that I would do. Okay. Did she have something going on with her heart or her lungs?
Yeah, she did.
Did she also have heartburn?
Yes.
She's also telling me that my skin is dry. Would she's something like, would she be one to be taking care of her skin as well?
She loved lotion. Loved to be put bath in lotion.
Because she's like, you need more on your face. And I'm like, that's a lot for me. Anyway, I'll put some on later. Could she also be quite feisty?
Yes.
Because something happened earlier when I was with my dad and our dog in the car, and I had a conversation. I'll say a conversation, but it was more a heated discussion about the road rules earlier. And she was like, "Yeah, that's what I would have done too." I had words with an older man, and I had to stop my dad from getting out the car because he wanted to get physical. And then the dog started barking, and it was all this big thing, and I was just like, let's just get out of here. But anyway, she enjoyed watching. She's saying that's what she would have done. She would have had words with that person too. Are you having some financial issues?
Yeah.
Okay. Because she's saying she's broke, but she's saying that it's just you need to tweak things. It's not so much stop focusing on that word, like on the fact that it's like a bump in the road. She's saying it will get better. You just got to change your perspective a little bit.
Okay.
And it's like she wants me to send you the peace sign. I don't know if that's something that she did or someone else that's past that would do the peace sign. Would you understand that?
Yes.
Okay. And also the month of March and the number 2. Would you understand those?
Not really.
Sorry, what was that?
Not really.
Okay, write them down.
Okay.
Thank you so much for allowing me to connect your energy.
Kimmy?
Yes.
Okay. I don't know if you heard Mira say that. First of all, it's funny because Mira had picked up on like something that exact same thing that I wrote down. And this part, and it's interesting because I have the mail. I could smell the smoke, but I also could taste beer. So I was like, and I didn't know if it was beer or just alcohol. And they just gave me the word beer. But I'm picking up that same mail also. But I also heard that he had belly issues or something was with his gut area.
Yes.
Okay. Are you sure he didn't drink, honey? Because I'm telling you, we don't know. I'm just kidding. Okay.
It's a while, but he wasn't like, you know.
Yeah, but I just, okay. But I think it was something he probably enjoyed more than people knew that he enjoyed.
Probably.
Okay. I also have mom standing next to grandpa on the other side, but they also brought up the word brother. Like there's a brother with them also.
Yes.
Okay. And then I also seen like I wrote down the word mate. Like you have a mate that's on the other side also.
Yeah.
Okay. And then I have another male that's on the other side. And actually, this is interesting because I tried to write down the word male and it turned into a W, like woman. And I was like going back and forth. And I was like, I'm going to tell you what I was thinking. But I felt like their crossing was of unnatural causes.
Okay.
Okay. And I wrote down male, but then when I was like, wait, why did I put a W? Because I put WALE. And then I wrote down woman, but I was like, Was the person confused about their own sexuality or something? Or I don't know. Or they were more feminine than masculine. I don't know, but their crossing was unnatural.
Yes, their grandmother.
Okay. And then and it's funny because Mira also got March and I got March too. So I don't think it's an accident. So I think that there's something when you got the good news, the bad news, the crossing, the major something in your past that was major that happened during the month of March. I also seen a flash of military flags, which means that there's military around the family.
Yes.
And then I saw beauty school. Was it you or somebody within your family that either wanted to go to beauty school or did go to beauty school?
Somebody in my family.
Okay. And then they said, take the beach trip. Like, I don't know if that was a place, if it's something you've been talking about or if it's something from your past. But like, I just see you needing to be near the water and the sand and like calmness around you. Okay.
It's something that me and my husband's been saving up for to go.
Take the trip. I also saw a golf cart, which means that either somebody just loves zooming around in those little 4 golf carts, or do you understand why I would see it?
Yeah.
Okay. I also would give it the number 14, 14th day of the month, or I could split it in numerology and go January 4th, or it would be a whole number of 5. You can hold that. Just think about it. I also was given the year 1992.
Yes.
Okay.
1992. Yes.
Okay. And then I also seen a split or a separation in the family.
Yes.
Okay. Then I heard, and I got to be careful how I put this. I hate saying this. I feel like a child. I heard pew pew shots going off.
Yes.
Okay. And then I seen that there's an angel child around you. An angel child around you would mean that there's somebody that what people would call either with a learning disability, autism, something like that, but they call them angel children to me because they're like God's closest children. Do you understand that?
That's my son.
Okay. And literally right next to that, I wrote down your son. Okay. Okay. I hear you whispering the words daddy all the time in your mind.
Yes.
All right. And then, and why did Monday was thrown at me? Like something Monday was important. I don't know what that means. They literally just said the word Monday. So I don't know if it was this past Monday or the crossing that something happened on a Monday or the birth was on a Monday, but literally capital letters, I wrote down Monday. Okay. If it is not something from the past, like the conversation we just had, I don't know if something is about to change for you coming up Monday, but they just said Monday. So pay attention.
Okay.
Did I bring up Kmart?
No, but that's funny.
I wrote down Kmart for some reason, and I'm like, okay, what does that have to do with anything? But they just said tell her Kmart. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. No judgment. Shop where you guys want. I like Walmart. Okay. Anyways. Okay. The card came up for Father's love. This is telling you that Father is still around you. He still loves you. He's still watching out for you. Understand?
Yes.
All right. Your angel card was from Bethany. When you take excellent care of yourself, everybody benefits. Give yourself a relaxing treat today, such as a massage, salt bath, pedicure. You need to do something for yourself. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. And Kim,
It's hard.
I know, but the thing is, even if it's something simple and small, like literally, I mean, sometimes I just go to the restaurant by myself and have dinner by myself on my own date. Okay? So do something for yourself because you can't keep giving of yourself if you don't replenish yourself. All right? With that, I'm going to give back your energy, and thanks for letting me read you, and I appreciate you. Next.
Hey, Kimmy.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm all right. How about yourself?
I'm wonderful. Around you, I got a male energy. I felt like this was a father figure energy. I felt like he was tall and very protective of you. I felt like in his older age or as he got older, he felt like he wasn't able to provide like he did before, and that kind of affected him as he got ill. I also got army, red, white, and blue around, and I'm not sure why I kept getting the desert or a drier area. Like when I looked out, I felt like he was showing me a drier area, something like Texas, or I don't know the layout or that, but he was showing me a drier area, if that makes sense to you. I also felt like a pain around my chest, like I couldn't breathe. And then he made me hear like You know when you do those jet air show things like in the US? Does that make sense to you? I kept hearing them in the background, and I was like, okay, I'll mention it, but I don't know what it means. There's like, okay, and I kept hearing them buzzing behind me. So I hope that makes sense to you. And then I got something about a big oak tree. Or a big tree that was significant. Okay, thank you. I also got he gave me the month of September as being significant and the number 9. So I'm not sure if it's the 9 or the
Oh my
September.
God, it was like so crazy because that is literally my son's birthday. And you're
Okay.
actually picking up 2 mills, right? All of you?
Okay, yes. Also, this is a new modality for me, but I am going to go with it. And I got the name Bill or Billy or Bill, B, letter B, Billy. I'm not sure if that means anything to you, but I was picking that up for you. With the female energy, I was getting lilacs, sweet perfume, and lavender. And I always was getting makeup and being very and this wasn't in my earlier years. This was in my later years where I wanted to start looking after myself. And I feel like this was your mother's energy. And also there's something you need to pay attention to in your entryway or your mudroom, I think they call it, where you hang up your coat and take off your shoes. Is that a bit messy?
Yeah.
Because she's saying that's a bit too messy and you need to tidy that up.
Oh, that's funny.
You should know better. So that's, that's also, there's something about a family split, and this is your second time around or your second chance around. She's just making that your second chance healing or your second chance. And I'm not sure whether you're renovating your home or looking at buying a home, but there's something about the finances around that, and she's saying that that'll be okay. I also got the letter J and D around you as well. If that's significant to you, please take that on board. And I got 2 sons and a daughter around you. 2 sons and a daughter has been significant to you as well. And the message is that everything's going to be okay. She's making me feel like you went through something where you felt the rug got swept from under your feet, and the universe kind of shook you guys to wake you kind of a thing, and a lot of earthly vibrations. And you've got a lot of anxiety around your chest, but you are getting a second chance, and this time it's going to be okay. Like everything will be okay. She is around you. She keeps taking you back to the entrance area. So I'm not sure whether you're getting flickering lights or something's changing or moving and you're not understanding what it is or who's doing it, but she is giving you intuitive nudges to let you know she is around you, she is supporting you, and she is always around you. I feel like also you're getting physically touched, and you're not sure like who's around you or who it is. Your mum's saying that she is around you, your family is around you, and they are in the home letting you know that you are loved and supported.
Thank you.
You're so welcome. I'll pass you on to the next one. Thank you for allowing us into your energy.
Lisa, when you said that, you said it more than once, and I kept hearing the song, "Everything's gonna be all right."
Yeah.
I was like,
it is a very important message, and I feel like there has been a lot of anxiety around Kim's chest, around your chest area, with a few things that have happened on an earthly scale. And you really, really need to know that your loved ones are supporting you during this time.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hi. Oh, yeah. I'm going to ask you a question because I wrote at the top of my paper the number 2 and I wrote March. And when she said that, you didn't know what that was. So
Do you have something with the third?
Close to the
Three.
third.
What's that?
It's close to the third.
It's close to the third. Okay. For me to write March. And
Yeah.
for her to say that too. I also wrote down October. I wrote down the number 5 and the number 9. And I don't know if this was your mother, but I wrote woman, and she was close to you. And it was a 4-month period. It was a big thing for me to write that. It was a 4-month period, and she was gone.
Yep.
It happened so quick. Is that mom?
Yep.
Okay. I also got relationship veered away from each other. I picked up that there's a tragedy, and I wrote accident, and I seen doves. And I also put your brother, but I wrote asthma, and I wrote head. Does that connect with your brother?
Yeah.
Okay. And I also picked up on somebody playing the piano. Who plays the piano?
My brother.
Your brother did? Okay. I had to write down 12:10. It was after midnight. I heard Strange Days. It's a song that I know. And the way that I took it was things are strange for you right now. And it's kind of weird for all of us right now, what's going on in the world. But I don't know if it's different. Besides what's going on in the world for you, things are not right. I put boat. Somebody had a boat. And
Yes.
I also put you have a lot of heartbreak, but you're healing. And you don't even truly know how much you did heal, but you are healing. You understand that?
Yeah.
Okay. And then I wrote down Jamie and Michelle. Do you know who Jamie and Michelle are?
I'm Michelle. Just kidding.
No, not really.
You said you're Michelle?
Yeah.
Yeah, I wrote down Jamie and Michelle. And do you know what the tragedy, accident, and the doves is?
Yes.
Okay. Chest pain and crushing. I also wrote.
Yes.
Okay. And that's all that I have. But I did pick up a lot of stuff for you, like right away. I was writing down the whole time.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm sorry that you lost your mother and everybody else that you lost.
Yes. Can I tell you who the older
Talk all you want now, baby.
Okay, the older gentleman that you were picking up was not my father, he was my husband.
The mate.
Yes. Yeah, and the other person is my kids' father that passed away. They both passed.
Okay.
But thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
I really needed this, guys.
You want to know what Kmart was all about?
Yeah, because we will shop there. Me and my mom went there as a child.
Okay. All right. I was like, that was weird.
And I didn't like Kmart when I was little because, all the other kids had, fancy clothes. And who wanted to shop at Kmart?
I hear you. I hear you.
Well, thank you, guys.
You're very welcome, sweetheart. Thank you. Usually you can find us here on Tuesday nights at 10 p.m. Central Time. No,
right.
8 p.m. Central Time. We'll get back to that. It all depends where we're at.
Thank you. I hope you guys have a good night.
You too, sweetheart. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
I know we've got some new people in the house. I want to welcome you guys. These readings are free. Everybody on here, you can reach out to them and they do paid readings. Readings with me, private reading is between 30 and 45 minutes. I do them on FaceTime or in person. I'm in Joliet, Illinois. If I do them on either way, no matter how I do it, I charge $60. All of our lives are uploaded onto the YouTube channel, so you can always go back and re-listen to it. If we have read you and something you couldn't validate, if you would please send it to a message when it does make sense to you, because some things are not meant to come to you right away. Quick commercial break. I found my book, Michelle's Quest. This is the book I was talking about that already came out. It's a little bit about my life, how I got involved in my spiritual journey. So that's Michelle's Quest. You can find it on Amazon. Anything else I'm going to talk about? I don't think so. What are you eating, Mira?
The one time that I'm eating these ones.
Wheat, big bites.
Mine are. I've got peach rings. Yeah, that's what I was choked on. All right.
I'm new here from North Ireland.
Oh, awesome. So you know the Irish die twice. Northern Ireland. Sweet. All right. We're going to pull up one more, and then I'm going to call it a night. I know normally we try to go to 11, but I need to get some rest. I have a very long couple of days coming up. I still need to get rid of this headache of mine. But
I tried to make it go away. My powers didn't
please
work.
do. I'd appreciate that.
Hello.
Hello, darling. How are you?
I'm good. How are you, ladies?
Marvelous. What's your first name, love?
Denise.
Denise.
Yes.
And your middle name?
Marie.
Marie. All right, Denise Marie. You've seen what we've been doing, right?
Yes.
I'd like to fall asleep. Oh. Okay. Give us a moment, please.
Hi, Denise.
Okay. Hi.
Oh my couch.
Hey Denise, it's Mira. How you going?
I'm doing good.
That's good. Have you been seeing or feeling spirits in your home?
Yes.
Okay. I'm getting told that there's like any given time there's always 4 in the home.
Yes. That could. I see about.
Don't take
I
too much, baby.
see. Okay.
Yeah. Just getting 4 of them there.
Mm,
Is there okay in your lounge room or in your like I don't know what you guys call it in America, but you know where your TV and couch and stuff are?
mhm. Yes.
Is there one normally in the corner of the room there?
Yes.
Okay. It feels like a male. I'm just letting you know. You probably already know this, but it feels like a male, and it feels like they've been there. They've been in that home for years.
Yes.
Anyway, to address that. Do you
Okay.
have you
Yeah.
also started? Yeah. Don't tell us because there's what 1, 2, 3, 4 of us reading for you. So just
Okay.
wait until the end. Have you started seeing colors of like spirits?
Yes.
Okay. Have fun with that. Can you take the letter E for someone's first, last, middle name, nickname?
E.
E.
Um. Hmm.
It's alright if it doesn't come straight to mind. Just write it down. I'm also getting initials P, T, and L.
Yes, I can take P L.
Okay. Do you play with your hair like this, or did someone used to stroke your hair like this?
Yes. Yes. Stroke
Stroking.
my hair.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Is there some kind of story, or is there something about blowing out candles at a birthday party, like someone's birthday, and there's a story behind blowing out the candles? Would you understand that?
Yes.
Okay. Is it you that doesn't like the crumbs on your fingers, like you kind of do this when you're eating?
Yeah, constantly.
Okay. I've got another male in spirit. This is related to you. I want to say dad's side of the family, and he gives me the feeling that he's got like a beer gut, like a belly.
Mm,
He's also showing me like having dark features, so darker eyes, like brown eyes, mustache at some point, or facial hair at some point. More so focusing on the mustache. Would you understand who that is?
mustache. Um, I have many, so I'm not positive whom.
That's
I would
okay.
have.
It's showing me the number 5, so that could be related, as in like the number 5, the 5th, or May, as significant, whether it's to do with his passing, his birthday, a significant something happening in May, or on the 5th. And he showed me an anchor as well. Would you understand why I'm seeing an anchor?
Mm, yes.
Okay. And also, did he travel a lot, or did he go on a plane? Because he's showing me a plane.
This my dad's side.
Yeah,
Hmm.
that's okay. Just write it down.
Okay.
Also, I just heard the name Fred. Do you know of a Fred?
That would be my grandfather.
Okay, so he's with him.
Hmm.
Did your grandfather have something going on with his prostate, or had kidney issues?
No.
Okay, is that
That
someone else?
that's someone else. Yes.
Okay, there's a third person. Um, it's funny that I said the third person. Did this third person used to talk like about themselves in the third person?
Um. hmm, he
Was like
yes.
formal? Was he like a formal, respectful person? Like was I want to say intelligent and was very well spoken.
Um. And he's in my family.
Yes.
Um.
So the person with prostate or kidney issues, or maybe both, this they come through as someone who was well spoken and intelligent. Might not have
mm,
been intelligent on paper, like as in having a degree or that sort of thing, but was well spoken, was smart.
I have a very large family, so.
Okay, maybe just write it down.
Hmm.
And there's also a baby boy in spirit. Would you understand that?
Yes, I lost the baby.
Okay. I'm getting the initial M as well. Would you understand the letter M in
Yes.
relation to the baby?
In relationship with the baby.
Yeah.
Mm,
Whether there was like you thought of a name that started with M, or middle name or last name was starting with
yes.
M. Okay.
Yes.
Is it you that gets like pins and needles? I don't know if that's what you guys call it, but pins and needles, like a dead leg sometimes, like
Yes.
numbing.
That would be me.
Okay. The message that I've got coming through for you is to stand up for yourself instead of letting things slide all the time. Yeah, stand up for
Okay.
yourself and believe in yourself more. That's what I've got for you today. Thank you so much for allowing me to connect your energy.
Thank you.
Hello, Denise, darling. A couple of things that I know I've got, Mira had hit on already. I seen the lost baby on the other side, but next to the baby, I was given the number 5. I don't know if it had to do with 5 weeks, 5 months, the month of May, but I got a number 5 next to this lost baby. Do you understand that?
Um. Yes.
Okay. I also have a dog of yours running around on the other side. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Okay. I have 2 sets of grandparents, 2 that are going up high and 2 that are coming down lower, which means that there was the 2 grandparents that were closest to you, and there was 2 that were in the background, but they weren't as close to the family. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Okay. One of the grandmothers was said, she gave me the word Nana, which means that you had a grandmother that had a name that other than just traditional grandma, or her government name was shortened. Like I was Michelle, they turned me to Shelley. When I became a grandma, they called me Nana. They just give me the word Nana, telling me there's a grandparent that had a nickname attached to them. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Okay. Also, the one of the males that I saw on the other side, he kind of had like a limp, or like I don't know if it was his leg or his hip that was bad, but he kind of like was showing me like he kind of had a problem when he would walk sometimes. He said his crossing, he was doing this around his chest area, which would mean his lungs or his heart, but he was also confused. Like, I don't know if it was like depression or dementia, Alzheimer's, but there was some confusion going on before he crossed. Do you understand that?
Yes.
And I have the father figure also that's on the other side. Do you understand that?
Father figure?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Okay. Father figure would be somebody that, when I say figure, not necessarily like father. So father figure, somebody who that was like a father around you as you were growing up.
Yes.
Okay.
That'd be me.
Okay.
My
I
grandfather.
also, this is bizarre, and I'm just going to give it to you, but I seen dentures. I seen fake teeth like in a jar. I don't know, like if when somebody passed, they didn't know what to do with the teeth or something. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, good. You can have that one. I also, I felt start getting pain in the side of my face. I didn't know if it was my mouth or my jaw or my ear for you. Has there been something going on the side of you?
No,
Okay.
not me.
Okay. Unless it's somebody who's very close to you that's been suffering through that. If you understand it, the message, take the message. But I also felt like telling you kind of like a warning, like you start to feel the pain or that person starts to feel the pain, don't play with it, to go in. Okay. Is it you that has the tattoo in remembrance?
Yes.
Okay. And I seen a guitar. I don't know why they were showing me the guitar. Does that mean something to you?
Yes.
Okay. And then I suddenly had this great smell, and I wanted to, it actually made me very hungry, but it smelled like fried raviolis.
Yes.
Okay. I was given the month of November. November would be birthday, death date, anniversary date. Do you understand that?
Yes.
I was also given the number 19. Do you understand the 19?
Yes.
Okay. Wait.
Kinda. Yes.
Okay. Hold on to it. And also for ashes. There's somebody's ashes. Do you have her
Yes.
ashes? Okay. And I also
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
There. Yeah, I have ashes.
Okay.
Yes.
I also seen the person that was struggling with the addiction issue around you.
I have. Yeah.
Yes.
A few.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. This one is actually a female. Okay. They just were showing.
With the addiction.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. The angels are just letting me know that they're watching over the situation. But this was interesting. I heard the word abduction. So I don't know if if in somebody in the family, I don't know if it was a little abduction or somebody from the family, like sometimes when there's like a a marriage separation, and then all of a sudden they feel like their kids were taken and from them, and the other parent has them. But I saw the word abduction, like somebody got ripped away from their person.
Yes.
Okay. And then I seen windmill. And so I didn't know if it was the actual windmill that I was supposed to see or if it was like a farm, like land.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Land.
Okay. And then I seen a car wrapped around a tree. So the car that crashed into the tree, do you understand that?
Yes.
Okay. And then this was interesting. I'm almost on here. But it was interesting because they gave me this beautiful scenery where I walked into, and I feel like it was a grandparent's house, but it had an old fashioned lampshade, the kind with the little Tiffany, like the little fringes around it. And I seen the color gold. I don't know if the lamp itself was gold. And then on the wall, I seen it was a picture of either Jesus or a cross. It smelled like an old room. And then I wrote down grandma's sweater. I don't know what any of that means to you, but take all that, whatever you can do with it. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But my angel card for you was good fortune, and I believe Mira had asked about finances. I think it was with you. I'm not sure, but good fortune. This means that good things are coming. I feel like there's some lawsuit going on, or legal issues that are going on that are being worked through. If it hasn't happened
Yes.
yet, okay. But they're telling you that things are going to work out. Sometimes it doesn't work out exactly how we would like them to work out, but there will be justice and it will be served. Okay. My angel message for you is Serena. I am the angel of abundance. You will receive the money that you need, and God is in charge of how and what will happen. Have faith. Okay? With
Okay.
that,
Thank you.
pass you. Thank you so much for allowing me into your energy. And with that, I'm going to give it back to you, love. Okay?
Thank you.
You're very welcome. Oh, wait, one more thing. So is weed legal by you?
Yeah, in New York.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Go ahead.
Well, I smoke all the time. That's my medicine.
Okay. All right.
Well, that explains a lot.
I got edibles. Lucky Charm edibles.
When I connected to your energy, first of all, I felt wasted. And that just explains a lot. I was actually, to be honest, about to say I need to drop out from this because I felt really, really depleted. Like I was about to fall asleep. And I was about to ask you, like, are you feeling depleted? Are you feeling tired? Are you feeling drained?
No, just don't.
I felt like really like, oh.
I feel good. That's it. I feel comfortable.
I haven't felt like this in ages, and now I understand what it was. Like I was like, I want to sleep. I wanted a nap.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Well, that explains it. We can move on from that energy. Also,
I need to.
that is absolutely fine, babe. You do you. I'm happy with that. I connected with a few separate energies, but first of all, I do need to tell you that you are feeling spirit and you are open intuitively. You do need to protect your energy as you do connect with your higher self and your intuitive abilities. That will deplete your energy and you do actually get drained, and I feel that I was tapping into that emotion as well. I'm not sure if you're hearing or feeling buzzing or getting a bit of an earache from that as well, because there is that vibration.
Yes.
That you are getting vision and you are getting earache, because my vision got affected when I was tapping into your energy, and I was getting I wanted to snack too as well, Mira, and I was getting my eyes, my vision and my ears, so they're modalities that you are tapping into as well. I also get that you do have a lot of spiritual vibration, and you are, when you walk into the kitchen, there is that spiritual vibration and you are being followed into the kitchen. So that makes sense to me too. the male energy that I was tapping into was telling me fishing, fishing. He used to go fishing, or he liked fishing, he liked the water. So that was kind of a vibration I was getting around you. Also, the number 8 seems to be quite important around you, the number 8 and the number 13 or 1, 3.
And 8 and my 8's my birthday. April 8th is my birthday.
Wonderful.
And 1 3
Yes.
is 4. Yes.
So also there seems to be something happening around you that seems to be significant around Christmas, and Christmas music seems to be important around you as well. Also, I got a younger male coming in, and the commemorative tattoo seems to be around that. There's something around his lip. I'm not sure if he had a cleft lip or a scar around his lip or something. He was kept pointing around his mouth and his lip. And this male energy had an addiction or an alcohol addiction as well. He also had depression, and he was saying something about his depression and also crossing over suddenly. And also, I've got a big fruit bowl on my counter there. He kept directing me to the fruit bowl and especially to the apples, and I kept hearing, "How do you like them apples?" So I don't know if that means anything to you, or the green apples mean anything to you, or apples mean anything to you, but I kept getting drawn to the apples. Also, cars and fixing cars and being like a brother, that seemed to be very, very important around that as well. I also got the number 7 as being important to you, and also your name, your middle name, Marie. Is that a namesake? Because I get that the name Marie seems to go down in your family, or it is a namesake around you as, and it goes down. I also got the letter J as being important in your family, and the letter T as being important to you as well. I also get that there is family separation, like family division around in your family as well. But there is an issue that it has caused this ripple and has caused this division, and it was also because of someone's passing, and there was a locking of heads because of that. But this will also dissipate in the next few months, and there will be settlement from that as well. I feel like also you're planning on getting another tattoo, but that is in the fruition stages. Like, you're thinking about it. You're like, I'm thinking about it, I'm thinking about it, I'm thinking about it. And you're like, just stop thinking and start doing. They want you to just stop thinking and just doing. So I hope that makes sense to you. And there's something about you being over the moon, or something about over the moon. I just wrote it down because I just kept giving you different information. Definitely a lot of spirit, a lot of family that has crossed over around you. Just if you center yourself, you'll be getting those messages yourself, because you are quite connected to spirit as well. I hope that makes sense to you.
Yes, it does.
Allowing me into your energy. And thanks for making me feel that. Like, I haven't felt that in a while. That was a bit of a bug.
Gary, before you start, one quick a bit. No, I can't even talk. The Simpsons. Does that mean something to you?
The Simpsons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I just saw a little picture of it, and I didn't know if it was. I don't know why, but I was like seeing it as a tattoo or something. I don't know why, but it's just said
Not
tattoo.
tattoo, but yeah, Adult Swim cartoons. Yeah, Adult Swim.
Okay.
You know that song, I was gonna go to class, but then I got high.
But I got high.
Yeah.
Yes, oh my god! I downloaded that on my niece and nephew's
Okay,
iPod. They were young.
okay, because that's just playing in the background now. So I hope that's like to you as well. So, it's just playing in the background. Okay. All right. With that, I will pass your energy to
Gary.
To Carrie. Thank you so much.
I don't know if I can read you. I'm feeling kind of stoned. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just joking. All right. I have a whole paper here filled up with different stuff.
Oh boy.
There's a male that really stayed with me the whole time the the ladies were talking. And the way that he appeared to me is like he's sweating, he's cute, he's got brown hair, he's kind of tall, he's got a headband on, a red headband, and then he's like the door slammed in my face, and this was very unexpected. And that's it.
That's my husband.
That's your husband. Wow.
Specifically,
Wow.
mustache.
I didn't see the mustache. I just see the brown hair. But he's cute. He's definitely cute.
Yeah.
And he was just like jogging around me, and he wouldn't even like sit still. He just kept jogging around. And I'm sitting here, I'm sweating. And I picked up that when you were younger, it's like you lost a very good friend of yours when you were younger. And I wrote that at the top of the paper. And then he popped up, and I'm like, is this the friend? Because he's just like going right in front of me. And I also was told you have a lot of trust issues, and it's okay for you to trust. You keep a wall up.
Yeah.
You really keep the wall up. Are you planning on going somewhere? Have you been planning on going somewhere, or you want to go somewhere?
Yeah, I want to go somewhere.
You do. Because my new thing is I see Convoy. And when I see Convoy, it's like you're going to get together with people and go. And I think that you probably will here, but you're not going to go by yourself, is the way that it comes through. I also feel like somebody's getting pulled from you. That's the way that this comes through. You know what I'm talking about? It's like
Kind
they're
of.
being pulled a little bit from you. Okay. I also was told for you to look for the rainbow. Look for the rainbows because the gold is at the end of the rainbows, and we've all heard that throughout our lives, but I was told to tell you that. Let's see what else. I did see military reference as well. I wrote Cancer. To the right, I wrote ant, and I seen hair coming out. I heard In the Arms of the Angel, that song. In the Arms of the Angel. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
But it's like I wrote rare. This was rare. It was definitely rare. And was that connected to the ant?
Well, my husband had cancer also.
Oh, he had cancer.
He was he was military. My husband had can't. My husband had. I had a lot of military family. My husband also had cancer of the mouth. So when you were talking about the mouth face pain, that was that was a
Don't
lot.
say too much yet, sweetheart, till she's done.
Okay. Okay. So and go ahead.
Oh no, you go ahead. You finish saying what you're gonna say. Go ahead. You wanna
And
talk?
no, go ahead. You can
Okay.
you can finish, and I'll let you know.
I also seen you in jammies, and I wrote jammies and depressed underneath of the jammies. Are you kind of like hovering at home?
Kind of was getting better.
Yeah, you are getting better. Good.
Yeah.
Okay. I put 3 main losses. You have a lot of people on the other side, but there's 3 main losses for you, and sometimes numbers appear between people's eyes, and that number was the number 7 for you.
Yep.
That's the 7th day or the 7th month. And those 3 people that you've lost, I heard you say your husband, I think you said your child, I believe. They're the ones that are around you all the time, constantly. And you were saying that you were seeing like different colors and stuff. Your loved ones get your attention, and I think that's awesome because not everybody's able to see that. So cherish that as much as you can. Who is the gentleman with the? You said this is your husband. Okay. He
With
just was very unexpected. He didn't. Well, I guess that's the cancer at the top. I circled it. Yeah, that's all.
No, he knew.
He knew he had cancer.
He knew.
Okay.
Yeah. He suffered.
He suffered. Well, the way that this came through with this cancer is it's rare. It was rare. I wrote rare. I circled rare, and right in the middle of the page. It just felt like it wasn't the normal type. It was a little bit harder if you were gonna fight. Chemo and everything like that. I'm sorry you lost your husband. I'm very sorry. Very sorry. And that's all I have. That's all I wrote down here. Oh, wait, one more thing. Yeah, one more thing I'm going to say like she said. A very sleepy cat appeared
behind you, and I put superstitious and October 31st underneath of that. So I don't know if you have a cat.
Yes, I do.
You do. Okay. Are you like
I do.
superstitious?
And her name's Skittles.
Skittles. Aw.
Am I
Well,
superstitious? Yes, I am. Very.
You are superstitious. Well, I feel like I give spirit the pen and I write it all down what I see, so that's what come up. But thank you for letting me read you.
Was the cat because of the catnip? Just wondering.
Catnip?
Oh, catnip. She loves catnip. So's my dogs.
Ah, your dogs eat catnip. Does it affect them like it does a cat?
Denise,
I don't
just
know.
the cat, just with your cat, cats
The little one,
are multi-dimensional beings.
I got a mini dachshund, and she loves catnip. I think she's a.
What? What is the number 7? Can I ask you that?
Yeah, 7 is my husband's birthday.
That's the birthday
my-
you carry between your eyes. Okay.
And my mother's birthday.
Okay. Wow.
4/7.
You're welcome.
April
to
7th.
Denise, if you want to share anything, you're more than welcome to.
You know what I see?
April 7th.
I wrote 26 at the top, and that's my
20
daughter's birthday, but she's in April. Yeah.
26th, my daughter passed away on January 26th. She passed away, and she was born March 28th, 1992, and she passed away January 26th, 2008. But her favorite number was that she wore on her jerseys were 27.
27. Wow.
I have a lot of symbolism. I have a lot of symbolism toward 27 the number.
Me too. I do too.
That's so crazy, Denise, because I don't know if you heard we're on before when I heard 1992.
Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like when you were talking about PT and L, and the first one was a corner of the living room, a male. My dogs are always looking in the corner of the living room in my house. Always. The ashes I have in my house are my husband's ashes. And I have my little dog Xander's ashes in my house also. The talk of my grandfather, Fred, his birthday was on the 25th. 5, I'm always seeing the number 5. 5 is a number that is symbolizes a lot to me. Like the number is May 5th, May 5/22. My mom passed away of 2019. There's so much symbolism with numbers. I am very intuitive. I see things. When I was a little girl, I used to see things. Everybody thought I was crazy. I used to put like pieces when I dreamt. I don't really dream that much anymore, but when I did, I used to get pieces of puzzles, and these puzzles I would put them together, pieces, and then when it all came together, that it would happen. Lots of things.
J's? You got 3 J's? You have 3 J's in the family?
J's.
J's, yeah. The letter J. I just heard the 3 J's. That's why I'm asking you that question.
I have my cousins. I have lots. Like I said, my family. Jimmy, he passed away. I have Johnny. He's still alive.
Did you say Johnny and Joey?
Joey. When you, Jimmy, John, and Joe. What was his name? The Jimmy, Johnny, and that's Bobby. I have like a big family. It's crazy.
Is there
I
a
can't even
Jan?
think of all my family.
Is there a Jan?
A what?
Janet? Like Janice, Jan?
Yes, Janet. I have a cousin, Janet.
Janet, okay. Because I wrote down Janice, and Janet.
Janice, and Janet.
Yeah, it's
My
3 days.
grandfather.
I wasn't
Yeah,
sure.
when my grandfather. You said Fred. And then you said talk in third party family with kidney issues. I'm not positive about kidney issues. My father has kidney issues really bad, but he's still here, and his birthday's June 2nd. But he's not passed yet. But he has serious kidney issues.
Spirit acknowledges loved ones that are still here as well, so be mindful of that.
Oh yeah.
And then you mentioned about I'm not sure about the beer gut and the plane and the anchor. That would be my husband's father. The anchor, he was the CB.
What's it? Sorry,
And
CB.
Navy. He was a
Yeah.
CB in it.
Seal.
I get you.
When you said M boy with me losing a child, and that you said 5, the number 5, I was 20 weeks pregnant when I lost the baby boy. Well, a little over. I was like 25 weeks, I think. And I was going to name him Michael
Oh.
with an M. Grandma, you said about my grandmothers. I didn't know my grandmother on my dad's side. Her name was Carrie. And I didn't know my grandfather on my mom's side. He had committed suicide. He came home from the war. I didn't know him. And my grandmother on my mom's side, her name was Marge. She had a short nickname. And my grandfather Fred, he was the one that took care of me growing up. So he was like
The father figure.
my father figure, because my father was never really there for me. He's like, that's where the family division comes in with the family. I don't really bother with my family because of things that happened with my mom. They wouldn't let me see my mom for a long time before she passed away. The Me getting another tattoo. Yes, I've been wanting to get another tattoo for a long time. I stop thinking and start doing. That's me. I'm always thinking. My mind's always going. I have ADHD. I need to stop and start doing. I am connected to spirit a lot. Car with the tree. That was my cousin. She wrecked her car around the tree. Lamp with the gold. That's my husband's grandmother's house. I have those lamps in my house.
Aw.
And the grandma's sweater, that was his grandmother also. She passed right before, but she knew I was pregnant with my daughter. They were really close. Good fortune and justice. I am receiving something that had for like a case inheritance, whatever. And then we go to the wasted intuitively. I do that every day. I have edibles and all that.
You're not falling asleep.
Is that where the fried raviolis come in?
Oh, and the fried raviolis. His grandmother, my husband's grandmother, she was from Italy.
Okay, so we're munching before you came on.
Calabres, and his grandfather was from Naples, so they can't. So that was where all the great food comes from. The fishing, I always used to love to go fishing. So I'm not sure about what male what that was. I'm a little confused because a lot of friends used to go, my cousins always went fishing. And 8 and 13, April 8th is my birthday. 13, 3 and 1 is 4. Male with fruit bowl and apples. I'm not sure how old you said that male was. Whoever said that. I'm not sure if you said I'm not sure. But the fruit bowl and the apples, there's always a fruit bowl and there's always fruit in my on my kitchen table, and there's always apples and oranges in it. And because I love apples and oranges. Cars, I'm getting a car this Saturday, a new car. um, Marie, yes, everybody in my family's named Marie almost. um, 7 is Pete's birthday. I do have trust issues like crazy. Fake teeth, that's the funny one. When my mom passed away, we were at the funeral and we were going to give my brother said, let's give my cousin Tammy her teeth. Like, that's awful. I said, Billy, you can't do that. So he was like going to give her my mom's teeth. I said, that's awful. But,
Nice.
but my husband, when he had cancer, he had squamous cell carcinoma floor mouth. So they had to remove all his teeth, his floor of his mouth, and part of his mandible, his tongue.
Okay.
And they had to replace part of the tumor where the tumor came out. They had to take and cut his leg from the knee to the hip and replace it, and put the vein in the piece of flap in where the tumor was, and reconstruct the whole mouth. And then
the man with the limp.
Yes, that was my husband with the limp. Yep. So they had to do reconstructive surgery on his whole face, so he had a cut from.
Telling me he's touching his mouth and
Yeah. So they cut him from ear to ear, pretty much did a whole reconstructive, and then he ended up with colon cancer, and after that, and then he ended up with lung cancer after that. And then after that, he, 2 years ago, he passed away 2023. And about 7 months before he passed away, he got tongue cancer again.
I'm so sorry, honey.
So,
That's why he came to me running. He's letting you know that he's running around now and he's fine. He was running around.
yeah, he's
Sweating. He's busy.
he's with Lindsay. Lindsay's driving him nuts up there. He's with Lindsay.
Yeah, he wouldn't stop. He was running around.
Denise,
Yeah,
I want
he
to say thank you so very much for sharing your story with us, because you've had a lot of loss and a lot of heartache. But your spirit says so much, because you have the laughter, and you truly are in touch with the earthbound people here and in your spirit world at the same time. And it does give you a lot of light. And I do thank you for sharing that with us.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Sorry about your husband.
100%.
I know he's not suffering anymore.
Oh no.
And he's with my daughter.
Daughter, yeah, it's
And they're together.
Family,
They're
yeah,
together.
all in the family.
They're all together, and a better place than this godforsaken earth.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, you know.
Thank you so very much, sweetheart. I don't want to cut you off, but
Thank
I'm
you
looking
so
at my
much.
phone about down to
I know.
9%.
I see. I know. I know. You guys are great.
Thank you.
But thank you all.
All right.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, sir. Bye-bye.
Bye.
I felt bad. I didn't want to cut her off, but I'm watching my phone, and normally I have it plugged in when I'm working, and I don't have it plugged in, and she's about to the window. All right, Miranda. My card for you, my lovely. Receive. Allow your intuition to open up so your angels can talk to you, okay? I know you try to talk to your angels all the time, your spirit guides, but they're like, you need to allow yourself to open up and receive from not just your spirit-bound people, but also your earth-bound people. You need to let people in and allow yourself to be given to. Does that make sense? Mira.
Yeah.
Yes.
They never leave. Just when you think they're going to transcend, nope. It says your earthbound people never truly leave you. They're always right around you as a shadow. Okay. Lisa. I think you already know that, though. I think that I almost feel like the spirits meant that as a joke at you right now, to be honest with you.
party because my sister's been doing things already to two of us.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh yeah, you haven't completely left, but you've started to do things.
Yeah. Lisa, you need to seek. There's still some information out there that you need. All right. There's something more. I don't know if it has to do with health, finances, something. I don't really know that it's spiritual, but I feel like there's something going on, even if it's your car. But it's like there's something going on that you need to seek help for that you
Yes.
can fix the problem yourself. Okay.
Yes, I know exactly what it's about. I went to a specialist and he prescribed some medication for me, and I'm not sure whether I actually want to take it.
Gosh, you sound like me.
Seek some more information on it before you do.
Yeah, I am.
Scary.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's the right medication for me. That's exactly.
You need to embrace your gifts, embrace the dreams that you have at nighttime, embrace those that are coming to you. They're like, you need to, it's almost like you, don't take this the wrong way. Sometimes we get complacent with what we do. Like we just kind of take it so for granted, but they're like, you need to embrace and understand that what you do is all healing and all good, and that what you're doing is good work. Okay. So embrace that.
Okay.
With that, you guys, I'm going to say peace out. And we still went to 11. But now,
No one's picked you a card.
who picked me a card?
I don't have any cards around.
I don't have any cards.
Someone else pick a card. Actually, shuffle your deck, Michelle.
I'm going to pick my own card.
Shuffle it, yeah.
Okay.
Shuffle, 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 shuffle. With the background lovely singing along that I'm doing. All right, pick up.
One just flew out at me, so I'm pick it up. It's a yes.
Say it. It's a yes.
Yes.
What are the words underneath?
It says the question you keep asking, the answer is yes. Stop asking if you're not ready to hear the answer.
Yeah, Michelle.
Yeah.
Good one.
You know, it's so funny, and this has got nothing to do with that card at all, but I kind of know where this card is going. But ever since I said fried raviolis, I'm so freaking hungry right now. I can't wait to eat dinner. And I'm thinking in my mind, what do I have in my kitchen? And I'm going to have to settle for a can of SpaghettiOs. The hell? That's not even really Italian. That's a grandchild food.
I butter the bread and dip it in the.
That's what I do too. White bread, smear that soft butter on there because I never refrigerate my butter because my grandma never did. Yeah. Oh, it's that, you guys. It's good, Mira. I'm glad to see you. It's been a while. Our love goes out to you and what you're going through right now with your sister. We ask for a swift transition for her and for you, and let the healing begin. Okay. All right. Lisa, good luck.
The 1st of April.
What, baby? April, yeah, Fool's Day.
I don't know if it's going to be on April Fool's Day.
Yeah.
Too much.
I almost feel like she's making a joke on that one, though.
Yeah, I reckon she would too.
Lisa, good fortune coming with you and all your events coming up.
Thank you.
And she pauses.
And her.
My phone's about to go. Carrie, wish you lots of luck. Miranda, I love you.
Love you too.
I'm going to shut it off before it shuts me off.
Bye.
Bye. Love you
Good night,
guys.
everybody.
Bye. Bye.
Bye. Just die because I can't get out. Wait.